morning! I hope everyone is having a good morning. Sorry about that intro there. I got a bit lost trying to get things to upload again. Also, Kev, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well, and thank you. It is my snom. It's just my snom blown up really big. I did have more jellyfish, and then I was like, actually no, massive snom over the entire window. That's what I needed. And Scott, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the egg smash. I appreciate it. Let me switch screens really quickly. Hello. I am a little bit rough today. Heads up. Not like last time, thankfully. But I had a bit of a rough day yesterday, which is not why I didn't stream. It was meant to be my day off, but I was really sicky, so I might have to take a day off later in the week so that I actually have a day off, but we shall see. And Bateman, welcome on in. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Jelly titties. Yeah, they're a bit higher up my head now. I've had to fold it a bit more. I've got a very small head, so beanie hats tend to like flop off the end of it a lot if I don't fold them. So I have to fold it a bit extra, but that's not the hat's fault, that's my head. And that's an endless problem of my head's just a little bit small. It's very tall, but very small. I have a very tall, small head. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, I hope everyone else's week started well. Again, it's just if I sound a bit weird, that's why. I'm still kind of recovering. We are going to be doing something a little different today than what we've been doing the last couple weeks. Which is, I want to do some embroidery hoops. I've actually got a see-through fabric in them right now, like kind of like a, I think it's a polyester, but it's just like a little bit chiffon-y. And I want to do jellyfish. So I've been drawing little jellyfishes. I've also got other plans for other jellyfishes, but we're going to do one at a time because they're going to be quite detailed. It's this one we're doing today, this one. But I have others for the next couple days. I have plans. Oh dear, yeah, good day. Craftivity, thank you. Yeah, it's just craftivity though, and random pub facts. Like, I'm not too bad at random pub quizzes. I don't have a lot of general knowledge, but I do have the general knowledge they use in pub quizzes. So that's, my brain is full of crafts and pub quizzes. Oh dear. That's alright though, I'm okay with that. But yeah, today we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing some free motion, and I realise we haven't actually used the sewing machine for like a month, so hopefully it's all right. It might need a bit of a dust, to be honest. I have kind of been taking care of it, but then also like I see dust on it, so might be a bit dusty. At some point I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait till it's like I've used it for a while. I really want to clean my sewing machine live on Twitch. I know it sounds like really boring, but it's, I don't know how to put it, it's very satisfying because the dust gets compacted into little holes underneath it, and then you get your tweezers and you pull out these like little tubes of dust. It sounds gross, and maybe to some people it is gross, but I find it very satisfying. Dear, it's great for creativity, but I like craftivity. I like craftivity too. I think that's good. Dear. Also, Studio, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Were you always orange? I feel like you used to be green. Maybe I'm misremembering it. I totally like that level play. I love it. And like, I don't have to do it too often, thankfully, because I use my machine a lot, but I also use quite good quality thread, so it doesn't lint as much as your average thread. Unfortunately, the last time I cleaned it out was actually relatively recently. I cleaned it out in, I want to say, November. It would have been November last year. So it was just a couple months ago, so it won't need it for a little bit. And that was after we did a lot of free motion, so like at that point I did need to clean it out, and I regretted so much not doing it on stream because I was like, oh, I got some really good tubes of dust here and there, and I got some really big pieces out, and I was like, damn, people would have loved this. And I loved it. I found it very satisfying. But next time I'll do it live on stream. And also it's good to show people how to clean your machine. If you're going too far into, I'd say, the upper area, that's maybe when you want to talk to a professional if you're having problems up there. And I also recommend, I mean, here's the thing, you're meant to get your sewing machine cleaned every year, like professionally, but do most of us? I want to say no. I aim for every 3 years because I use my sewing machine so constantly. Like, since I've had a sewing machine as an adult, I've probably used it nearly every other day. Since streaming, I've used it even more, right? So I try and get it cleaned every 3 years, like by a proper professional bean. Also, is that the ducks? It's the ducks, okay. But yeah, and same with the embroidery machine, because there are some areas that I don't feel safe cleaning in, but like all of the underneath bit, I can do that. That's fine. Oh dear. I've never cleaned my sewing machine. Well, I don't have one. That's probably good then. You're saving money. Not cleaning a sewing machine. I don't pick a colour, so it might change. I see myself, okay, I see it as orange, but I'm sure last time I saw you as green. But yeah, if you don't pick a colour, that'd be why then. I was just like, oh, that's a new look, new outfit on Twitch. Ah, dear. I used to be pink, and then someone gave me the hex code for turquoise, and now I'm turquoise. Because jelly, you know? Ah, dear. That being said, we won't actually be using the sewing machine that much this year. Comparatively to all the other years on Twitch, I'll barely be using it, especially once we start the costume. I'll be doing like a mixture of bauble making, like little crafts, hands crafts, and making a costume entirely by hand. So yeah, there won't be a lot of sewing machine usage this year, so we might have to wait till next year to clean it properly. Saving money, it all goes to Lego. Wait, for you have lime green. Ah, see, I see orange. Okay, but I guess if you don't pick it, it could be anything for anyone, couldn't it? And yes, Lego, I also need to do a couple of Lego building streams, but I'm probably going to wait until we've properly moved upstairs. I have a couple of sets that I haven't made yet, and I'm very excited to. I've got some of the architecture sets, but the smaller ones, like the skyline ones, I want to make those. I think I've got London, and I've got one more, I think. So yeah, I need to build those, but I'm going to wait till we've moved it upstairs, because then I can, you know, put it away and put it somewhere safe. Oh, dear Jelly, welcome on in, fellow Jello. I hope you're doing well. Ah, dear, I hope your week's gone well so far. To be fair, I was relatively productive yesterday considering how ill I was. I got stuff set up for today. I was gonna draw a schedule, and then I was like, I could have this schedule, or I could keep the schedule to myself, tell no one, but still follow it. And that's what I've opted for. It's just going to be my schedule. You're not going to know what it is until I do it, but I know. It helps me plan out the week a little bit. And that way, if I can't do a stream for whatever reasons, people aren't looking forward to something. What I will say is that I do need to... when will it be, probably? I'll probably be doing it next week, to be honest. I might aim for maybe Saturday next... Oh, no, I can't do that weekend, can I? It'll be some point next week. I'll work out a little bit just based on what else I'm doing. But next week, I'm planning to do the music stream that we had to postpone because obviously my voice had gone. So that's where we make an entire song using my own voice. We'll be doing Call of the Mountain King. I expect I'll be doing that next week as long as nothing dramatic happens. Just let me narrow it down to a day. I can't do it this week because I have a couple of other things going on. But otherwise, honestly, I feel like my voice is basically at a point where I could do it. It's not meant to sound good anyway. Ah, dear. As you should. Hell yeah. I was going to buy some shoes on sale, but oh, no. No, I'm sorry to hear that. Heck. All the Mountain King. Yeah, I have a car stream. I mean, it'll probably be a weekday since I can't do the weekend. So it'll be sometime Monday to Friday. I would probably... Maybe I'll aim for Friday, because I don't know if I'm able to stream that weekend. I might be able to stream the Saturday. I know I can't stream the Sunday. But then it would potentially be the last stream of the week. But I don't want to risk putting it on a Saturday, even if that could be the last stream of the week. So probably it'll be next Friday, but I just need to double check and make sure that I'm not double booking myself. I'm not very good. I have a schedule. It's not in the room with me. Really, I should move it in here. That way I know if I'm busy, but I haven't, and that's fine. It is what it is. But I'm expecting it'll be Friday next week, unless I've got something already booked on Friday next week. Oh dear. But yeah, we Call of the Mountain King. A little different to the two that we already have, which are more like 90s pop. But I think that's a good thing. Also, I announced this back when I announced the song. We will have to have this as a bits reward. The reason is sound alerts and the way that I do sound alerts. It only allows you 5 slots. And as you can see, I think we have 6, and I don't know how we managed it. I think it used to allow 6, and then they put it down to 5. Because I have Egg, DJ, Horn, Flex Tape, Party, and Blue. Yeah, I have 6. Which, if I alter now, I will be updated to only being allowed 5. So I'm not touching them, because I don't want to lose one of my sound alerts. So it will have to be as a bits one. But also, I will make sure that it's the whole song, so that if anyone does choose to spend the money on redeeming it, that they get the whole thing. I might also put it as like gifted subs or something like that. So there's a couple of ways, because otherwise we won't hear it very often. We're not a very bits heavy channel, which I'm actually fine with. But yeah, I think that'd probably be for the best. Have it in a couple places. It can activate. There you go. Oh dear. Also, Golden, welcome on in. Number one, tampon in steak. Welcome on in, Golden. I hope you're doing well. And Shifty Blink, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. We're just talking about the music stream. Right now, I've penciled it in for not this Friday, but next Friday, which is Friday the 27th. As long as nothing goes dramatically wrong. But I will have to just double check on the schedule downstairs and make sure that I'm not booked in for anything. And as long as I'm not, I think that's when we're doing it. Yes. About a month late, but we got there. I got so confused by that sound alert. Don't worry about it. Just don't think about it too hard, I think. Just don't think about it. The less you think about it, the better. Very cool. Very cool. I'm very excited for it. I hope the rest of your stream went well yesterday, by the way. I'm sorry that I kind of dipped. I was just telling chat, I was kind of, without going into too much detail, kind of sicky yesterday, so I wasn't really able to commit to anything or hanging around in one space for very long. I'm doing a lot better today, thankfully. It is just how it is. Yeah. I love my days off. I was shiny about it yesterday when I was feeling a bit better. I was like, Shiny, every time I take a day off, I have like the worst migraine symptoms. So why am I taking days off? I should just stream every day. That way I won't have really bad migraines anymore. Oh dear. But hey ho, it is what it is. I mean, I know it's coincidence, but I feel mildly personally attacked, to be honest. Dear George, welcome on in. I know you might be a bit busy right now, George. Actually, one of our mods, Dem, is live right now. Bless them, they really push through the cold, huh? They're doing really well. They're playing some Deathloop right now. I want to double check on the name. Deathloop right now. Hell yeah. Oh dear, thank you, no words completely this, yeah. Really good, I really loved it. Had a really good time. Oh dear, I have to be fair, what do you call it, like a microwave gnome? I had that on me all day. He's a very good friend. He's a friend of the stream. You put him in the microwave and he's nice and hot. And then you can put him on your stomach and it feels nice. He's my friendly micro gnome. You've all been gnomed. Except that I'm actually quite happy to be gnomed. Please, more gnomes. In fact, we're considering getting another one. We need more gnomes in this household. How good is it? Who's your friend? That's my gnome. That's my hot gnome. Hot gnomes in your area, except I only have one. But they're great. Very good. More gnomes. Yeah, I could really do with more gnomes. You know, I used to actually legitimately pronounce it gnomes, and the reason is Final Fantasy, again, because they have a character in it. Well, I used to call them genomes. Genomes, because I was like, there's no way they're called gnomes, because I know what a gnome looks like, and it doesn't look like that, so they must be genomes. And so we called them genomes for the longest time. They're not genomes, they're just gnomes. Oh dear. Can I tell you something? Depends what it is. Very suspicious chat there. Depends. If you're going to tell me in detail about your sex life, I don't want to know. Keep that out of my chat. If you're going to tell me you're having a good morning, hell yeah. Good. Also, speaking of good morning, God morning, Kath. God morning. Oh dear. I just played a game about genomes. Genomes? God, it's getting worse. Hell yeah. Wait, what's the game? Oh dear. Art stuff. Cool, yeah, absolutely. I mean, if it's pictures, pop it in the Discord and then just let me know when you've uploaded it. Otherwise, yeah. Genomes is his stage name. Yeah, you got gnome, but then you got genome. Yeah, I just figured it couldn't be gnomes. I knew what gnomes were. I knew how it was spelled. I just figured it couldn't be because I knew what a gnome looked like and it didn't look like that. Oh my god, wait! Embroidery. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the follow. We're actually going to be doing, well, we've been doing embroidery both streams recently, although a lot more beading and sequining. But today we're going to be doing freemotion, which is embroidery on a sewing machine. I'm excited for it. It's been a minute. Pulse Age 2, I also replayed the first since I forgot some stuff. Hell yeah! Oh, very nice. Very nice. Drew's like, well, Friday day all without help, and I figure a neat trick with the layers. It's kind of a horror thing, however, so I don't know if I put it in the Discord. If it's, yeah, we have to keep it relatively family friendly in there. As much as I appreciate horror, what I would say, if you think it's like, it's horror but it's not that bad, you can always put a spoiler on it as you post it. That way people, and like give a warning, like warning blood, warning horror, warning whatever. If it's too much, one of the mods will just delete it, but like you can always do that. Oh, I almost just blew into my tea. Why the hell? No. No blowing into the tea. None of that. None of that. George, are you okay? Yo! Listen up. Here's a story about a little guy that lives in... Did I even say blue? No, blow into my tea. God damn it. Like him, inside and outside, blew his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. Cause he, yeah, blue, like, I like the colour. I'm blue, dabba-dee. I'm sad though, I don't have George and Shifty singing along with me. Dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee, dabba-die. Lights, welcome on in, I hope you're doing well. I'm blue, blue hearts? So pretty. Wait, whose emote is that? Chris Pat? That's a good name. Oh my god, everything's blue on their channel. Oh, hell yeah. Hecking blue. I'm thinking along. I'm glad to hear it. Good. I appreciate it. I appreciate the solidarity and singing along with me. Are we doing them both? I think I am. Okay. Well, I hope you get some sleep soon. Yeah, I know my emotes are also blue. But they're jellyfish. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. The banker bus is crowded and everybody's jumping. New York to San Francisco, an interstate free disco. The wheels are still on turning and traffic lights are burning. So if you like to party, come on and move your body. Ba 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 ba. Welcome on in, local as well. I hope you're doing well. There you go. Thank you so much for all the partying. You know what? That's what I need first thing in the morning. I need a good party to like wake me up. Otherwise, I'm just not here. You know, I'm here physically, but not mentally. Mentally, I'm still in bed. Ah, oh, no, thank you. Oh dear. Right, I'm trying to think if there's anything going on this week. There is one thing, but I can't really say what it is yet. But there is one thing that I'll have to double check, and then maybe I can tell you. What else is happening? I think mainly I could literally look at the schedule I made for myself and nobody else last week. Sorry, yesterday. I think we'll be doing embroidery for a couple of days. Then we'll probably do some VTuber bauble crafts, because I do want to keep consistently using the VTuber this time. I want to finish bug snacks, so we might do like a whole stream of bug snacks later this week. And then of course at the end of the week, crafty coffee mornings, getting all the baubles finished, all of that kind of stuff. Also anime, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. Good morning. Yeah, it's like my body isn't here, but my mind is in bed, cuddled up. It's also cold. It's very cold at the moment. It's still -2 and windy. Oh dear. Oh, my Wi-Fi sucks. I hope your Wi-Fi gets better. Hell yeah. Tell it to stop sucking. Get good. I'm drinking English bread. Oh, delicious. Oh, very nice. -2. Yeah, it was really cold last night. So like wake up in the morning, it was like, ooh, I can tell it was cold. So yeah, it was a bit chilly today. And I think for us, it's the wind. It's because we're on top of a hill basically, so we get a lot of wind. Thank you. Oh, apparently it's -6 in a lot of South Wales. So I guess technically, actually, we're warm. We're toasting. Oh dear. It's not fair though. It's windy and cloudy. Listen, I don't know about this. It gives a general idea, I suppose. It's like generally, it's around the minus numbers in Wales. Kind of clear, except that it's not here at all. I can see it's been raining. Oh dear. It's fair, yeah. The rain and the cloud, it's fair. Just a fair Welsh day. It's 30 degrees warmer than you here. To be fair, I'd actually rather it be -2 than 28. I can't handle that. Oh my god, local. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. That is a blessed emote. I'll add my snom in as well. Oh. Yeah, they want to add some art to the Discord, but they're worried it might be too horrific. Like, so go out of the 18 kind of, go into 18 plus horrific territory. Oh dear. It's been raining here too. Oh, yeah, it's wet and cold. I know a lot of people are worried about ice. I don't leave the house, so it's not quite so much of a worry for me, but I can see it. Like, if it's raining and being this cold, it's bound to be icy. I'm sure it's really pretty at night, but like, I don't know if I'd want to drive on the ice at night. Oh dear. There we go. Oh, right. Do you guys want to maybe start some art? Actually, before we start art, I do need to get my bobbin stuff out because I've not been using my sewing machine. I've basically just put all of my bobbins away because I don't need them. So they've all been in a drawer. I'll take them out for today, but I imagine after this week we probably won't need them so much because hopefully soon Twitch, hello Twitch, please release details for TwitchCons EU. Thank you. I need to get planning. Please, could you release? You don't even have to open submissions yet. Just release the rules, please. Please, TwitchCon, please. I really want to start prepping, but I can't really, in my mind, prep until I know that, first of all, you're doing a TwitchCon, but also that the rules are the same. Rules? There are no rules at TwitchCon. I mean, there are rules. They don't necessarily follow them, but there are rules. They exist, you know? I'm going to be switching, I think. Kind of feeling orange to start this one. I know I'm normally a blue jellyfish lady, but like, kind of feeling orange. More compass jellyfish. What is a TwitchCon? I have no idea. I've never heard of it. Sorry, no, I can't answer that question. I don't know. But yeah, if TwitchCon wants to like really quickly announce some stuff, that'd be really good. I'd really like that. I think a lot of people would really like that. Also, ready to see a machine. You haven't seen this for a while. It's got a white bobbin in it right now though, and I'm not planning on using white. Oh, actually, that's a light grey. I'm still not planning on using it, but I would like, oh my god, I would like to maybe one day untangle my bobbins. I think that's a lot of seamstresses thing. There's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll untangle them one day. Not yet, but one day. Alright, put that over to one side since I don't need that just now, and then I'm going to need to change the top thread as well. Oh dear, I might fall asleep. You're fine, get some good Z's, look after yourself. Oh dear, as long as I don't fall asleep, everything's okay. I just have to make sure that I stay awake. Actually, can mods change category? I think I'd have to give you some permission to change the category. Because then you could just put me in just sleeping. I mean, it wouldn't be for like a subathon or anything. I'm just tired. The wacky races and wacky races. Yeah, wacky races was great. It's like it's like a car race kind of, but they have. Oh, I can see some dust there. I don't like that. Get that out of there. But they have like really fantastical cars and really big personalities to match. It's very funny. That's gonna make me feel more nervous. I'm sorry, anime. No, you don't have to worry about it. You'll be fine. I'm just worried about next year's TwitchCon, not this year's. I'm sure this year's will be very similar. I'm worried about how they do submissions for next year, not for this year. This year, I'm sure it'll be. I would be surprised if they changed the rules that much. Dear, needs editor permission. Okay, I might actually just get that for my mods at some point. I'll have a little look into it after stream because I trust them enough. I trust them enough that I think it'll be fine. And it would be useful for those days where I completely forget what category I'm in, which more often happens. That more often happens than me falling asleep on stream so far, touch wood. Okay. Right, are you going to work? We'll see. We'll give it a go. Oh dear, there's rubber ducks. There are rubber ducks. Look, and they got the names of people in chat that have bought the rubber ducks. How don't you like that? I love this beanie. First of all, it's -2, so I am cold. I don't know if you can tell by like my getup. It's chilly. But also it says titties on it, and like that's my brand. My brand is titties. I am the new wave of titty streamer. You don't see my titties. I just talk about them a lot. There is. You could trust me, Jelly. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now, what a question. What do I want for breakfast? How hungry are you? Are you feeling a big breakfast, something small, maybe more of a brunch even? Maybe you're going to wait a little bit and have it a bit later? Is there a duck in need of a name? You can steal a duck. So I think the ducks are all named at this point, but what you can do is come in and steal someone else's duck. Why did that make me think of a long nose? Oh, the dog. Hell yeah. Ah, right. I always get nervous putting the first stitches in, and then I realise it's actually not that bad, and I've psyched myself up. Also, if you haven't heard sewing machine noises before, get ready. There's gonna be noises. What I'll probably do is do the first few stitches and then stop so that I can trim my thread. And right, that is down. So yeah, this one, it doesn't push the foot down when you do this. I really wish I could turn the light off on this machine, and I'm sure that there's a way, but I don't know what it is. I don't know how to get to the settings on this machine, see? Doesn't do anything. I'm not getting anything from this, so we have to keep the light on. Unless I unscrew the light bulb, which honestly I might. Oh, actually, you know what I used to do? Do I still have it nearby? Where would I have put it? Where, if I was me? Oh, there it is, 2 seconds. It's very janky, so I'm not going to show you it. But you'll just have to trust me. You'll just have to trust me. You want to steal a duck, Shifty? Actually, perfect timing. What duck did you want to steal? I'll leave it on the screen for just a second. Unless you want to see the list while I do this janky thing that I don't want to show you because it's really janky and I get embarrassed. I get embarrassed if you know. You want to steal the clown? Do you want to call it Shifty 96 Jester by any shot? Oh. Right, let me just stretch that out, Make sure it's still kind of thick. Okay, needs to be a little bit more stretched than that. And then push that in there. Oh, it's so janky. It's so janky, but you know what? It works. And I'm not mad. Yes. Got it. Let me just, oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to move my sewing machine every time I do this, huh? I might, do I keep that redeemed today? Because this is kind of actually a pain in the ass. I might remove the redeem for today. We'll give Shifty theirs, but I'm gonna remove it after that because otherwise I'm going to damage something if I move. It's because I can't reach my keyboard is the problem. It's so far heckin' away. Let me just do that quickly and then I'll do Shifty's naming. We'll still have check on the ducks, just not stuff that I can't do. Oh, actually, Shifty, if you post it in chat, could you post what you want your name to be in chat and then I can copy paste it? Sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't. Okay, hopefully that worked. Oh no, I can't copy that. Would you mind ruining your beautiful, beautiful emote and putting like a full stop at the end? If you type in Shifty 96 Jester full stop, it won't do the emote, or it shouldn't do the emote. Bugger. Okay. Yeah, I can't copy that. All right, we'll turn that off for today, and then I'll do that. Do not worry about it. It's just to basically stop me damaging anything in here. But I'll do Shifties. There you go. You wanted the clown one, you said. Let's see. Oh, Queena's gonna be pissed. 90. There we go. Shifty 96 Jet. No one tell Queena. They will be mad. Oh god. Yeah, this is what I was concerned about. It's because, so the way I've got it set up, I would ideally have my keyboard on my other desk, but I can't do that right now. So it's all on one desk. So I have to basically choose, do I use my keyboard or do I use my sewing machine? This is very much, for those who aren't aware, this is a temporary setup. It's just until we move into the new room. This won't be a problem that we have indefinitely. But just right now, yeah. Oh dear. Oh, you did manage it. I'm sorry. How did you manage to unlock the extend twice? What do you mean unlock the extend twice? Wait, what did I do? I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Right. So now it is on. I'm not going to tell you what I did. I'll just leave it to your imagination of why it's not as bright as it was before. I kind of want to also just... There you go. I just do that. Hey, there we go. Get you back a little bit. But yeah, not telling you what I did. No one can know. Get it attached. Start building it up. So I wanted to use see-through because first of all I wanted to see what it looked like. Oh, also I need to trim that thread, huh? I said I was going to, and I didn't. I wanted to use see-through because, where the fuck, oh there it is. Because I wanted to basically back it onto another thing and have like, it look like it's floating a little bit. I know it won't be like a perfect illusion because it's not completely see-through, but I thought it'd be a nice idea to try. Just go over that. So let's start with outlining it all. Not the final size of the hoop. I'll be doing a bigger hoop, so what I'll end up probably doing is multiple small hoops. Make sure the sides are nice and thick. And then the points. Yeah. It's a lot of like going backwards and forwards over the same thing, but you can actually kind of see what I'm doing now. Despite the fact that I feel like, it's one of my most janky setups because obviously we're like halfway between moving. It actually works quite well for this. Because you can actually see under the machine as I'm sewing for once. Which I feel like most of the time with sewing, you definitely don't need to be seeing underneath. Like, I don't think it's not necessary, but like, for this at least, I don't know, I feel like it adds something because you're kind of drawing. It's like watching the hand as you draw. I'm also controlling at the moment the speed by my foot. But I could also control it on my machine if I want to. If my foot gets tired, I can do that. Oh dear. Remember, I got extend twice. Oh, nice. I'm going to need to lurk for a bit, helping Goldie draw. Oh, bless you. Good luck. Hope the drawing goes well. And lurk for food. Hell yeah, lurk for food. Get your heckin' snacks. We're going to be here in a minute. We'll see how long this takes. So if anyone remembers back to October on this channel, we were actually doing something very similar for Booktober. We made some embroidery hoops, we did some smaller embroidery hoops and a couple of larger ones to help raise money for breast cancer awareness. We did those as giveaways. It's kind of the same thing as that, just obviously less boobs. Oh my god, I felt so on Sunday we raided into an artist that I'd wanted to raid into for a while, to be fair. They're very, very talented, and I really, really wanted to raid into them. What I didn't realise was that they were going to look through my like portfolio of work, and the second thing I didn't realise was that my Instagram has boobs on it, which you don't really want to open while you're live on Twitch, huh? I completely forgot until Shifty was like talking in the chat about, oh my god, yeah, the boobs, and I was like, ha ha ha, yeah. Completely not realising that they were referencing the fact that she was like looking at the boobs that I made for Boobtober. Oh bother. That's no good. I will say she said the same thing that I did. It said like they're anatomical, so like it's okay. They're not sexual boobs. It should be fine. It's just like anatomy. right? And you can't ban me for anatomy. Well, actually you can, but like, I think in this particular case I'm okay. But oh my god, I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I wouldn't have shared my Instagram if I'd remembered there were tits on it. Especially not while they were live. Jesus. Normally I remember to just stay quiet when people ask for like my portfolio of work. I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't paint pictures, don't worry about it. And you know what, I'm not even really lying, like I don't upload too often. Unless I'm like halfway through a costume, I'm like, I'm pretty quiet. So hopefully I'll be a bit louder soon. But yeah, it completely slipped my mind, to be honest. Oh my god, I felt so bad. And they were really nice about it, and like that kind of made it worse. It's like, just tell me that like that there are tits on your screen, and I can apologize properly for doing that. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. And like, what a hell of a first impression, because they're someone that I've watched for like a few months now. So like, obviously I'm new to them, but they're not new to me. And like, oh my god, just embarrass myself in front of another streamer. Honestly, it's kind of standard at this point, but I still feel bad. Alright, I think that's probably all I want to do with the orange for now. Also, I love that it's see-through. Look at that. So we're going to build it up with a few other colours now. I'd really like to add some yellows and pinks. So I want to kind of go that sort of colour scheme. And I might add some browns just to darken some areas. I'm not going to be doing the tentacles, like the long thin ones, because I'm actually planning to sew those in by hand later, and I'd like to add some beads and stuff like that. So we're just kind of getting the base shape, which is why I've got the hoop where it is right now, because I don't need the whole design. I really only need the top bit. Oh my god, yes! Oh, yeah, I don't talk about people's balls. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. Tits in the stream? I know, it's terrible. Also, nice titties, thank you. And Jason, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. We're actually just doing some free motion embroidery. This is the beginning of a jellyfish. I'm going to change now. Because it is see-through, I will need to change the back as well. I'm going to do yellow first. Although I will need to find my yellow thread. Once again, a lot of my threads I've like put away for the meantime. Because I'm sewing by hand, I'm not really needing to change thread color that often. Whereas like when I'm doing art on the machine, like I need to change it constantly. So I'm a little bit lost as to where half my stuff is. 2 seconds. What I'll do is pop that down. I'll actually stand up and look. You'll have to excuse my pajama bottoms. I value comfort. I think they'll be in one of these drawers. Wait, do I not have yellow? Wait. I have tons of, oh wait, no, I know where it is. Wait a minute, no, I definitely have yellow. I do, I actually have it behind my sewing machine because I use it that much, although it is more of a goldish yellow than the yellow in my bobbin. So maybe I should swap that to gold rather than yellow. God damn it. It's like, there's no way. I always, like, gold is my favorite color. I have everything yellow and gold. There's no way that I wouldn't have gold thread. No, I do have it. I'm just jesting. It's right behind my machine. There we go. There you go. Close face up. There it is. Oh, hey, Wonder Mama, welcome on in. How is your hacking stream? What did you get up to? Also, DJ, welcome on in. We have an alert just for you. And you're gonna work? Have a nice work. Take care, Anime. And Wonder Mama, what's you up to? Is anyone in chat free to do a shout out for Wonder Mama? Cough, cough. Please. Oh dear. And Nugget, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. If not, I'll lean over and do it in a second. Sorry, my keyboard is kind of awkwardly out of reach. Brain, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. Oh dear. If mods are not free, that's fine. Would somebody mind doing the command for shout out? Thank you, Brain. You read my hacking mind. Sorry, I have access. Oh, thank you, Shifty. I was like, I have access to the mouse. I do not have access to my keyboard. So I can't type. Thanks, Shifty. I appreciate it. Oh, dear. Nah, you're fine. You still got there before me. You're still quicker than me. I'm a good, thanks. Just laughing at the thought that there are 7 times. Oh my god. I've been leaked on a forum for a video game and they were upset the representation was not accurate. God. People will always find a reason to complain though. You did canvas art today. Ooh, plastic canvas art. What is, sorry, excuse my ignorance. What is plastic canvas art? Unless you need to go get snacks. In which case, snacks are more important. I can always Google it later. Oh dear. I'm curious though. Honestly, I love art on to be fair, I just love canvas art in general. I love it when people can draw traditionally so beautifully. I am more of a seamstress, to be honest, than an artist. But I dabble. At the moment, we're doing a jellyfish, and we're making them out of. We're gonna do a mixture. For now, we're getting the base done with free motion embroidery. The fabric is see-through, so it's going to be a little see-through jellyfish. Very hyped about it. They go, oh, it's like embroidery. Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, that's my jam. Oh dear. Talking about, I wonder what Jason was talking about. Jason is a camera hoarder. So then. If you're not sure, the likelihood is you can probably bet that it's cameras. Listen, I'm not saying that that's like the surefire way to know what Jason is talking about because they do speak in riddles, but if I had to guess at any one time what Jason is talking about, I would probably guess cameras, to be honest. And I feel like that's a pretty solid guess. Alright, get some initial stitches in and then let's nip that first thread. I'm not so worried about the back one. I can do that later. You are a camera. You are a camera. I knew it. Also, Joker, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Ah, dear. Thanks for doing that. I tried, but nothing happened. Yeah, it's because it's mod only. But yeah, maybe I should make it VIP also, so that on times where, like, you know, mods are busy, understandably, with their busy heckin' lives, I can do that if I don't have my if I don't have my keyboard to hand, my incredibly not sus keyboard. Okay, let's get all that filled in. Go up there. I don't want to fill it in too much because I do still want it to be, you know, relatively see-through, but we'll go a little bit around the edge just to add a little dimension and some colour. Second layer complete. And then I would like to do, I still want to add some pink and maybe brown, I'm not sure. We're getting there. Oh dear. Yeah, it's mod only, that's why. Knocked on bookcase, thank you. You know, even more important than usual that we don't get too many knots because they'll be really tiny and I might not see them. The camera, they just shot, oh god. Yeah, okay, let's see. You just shot 2.0. Oh, you actually shot photos of the cat. Okay. I was getting ready to be like, eBay told me that there was another sale, so I brought 10 more cameras. Jason, you know what? Fair. I can't even fault you. Sussy keyboard. Nah, no sussy. No sussy here. Only good beads. Instead of cloth as a base, it's like a plastic grid. And yarn... Oh my god, wait. And the yarn is so between... I'm gonna look it up. I'm sorry, that sounds really cool. That actually sounds very up my alley of what I like to do. And I'm wondering how accessible is this for me living here? Is this something that I can get a hold of in my area? Oh, there you go. Art. Ooh. Oh, wait. Actually, I have had some of this come up recently. I've been looking for something a little different, but this, okay, there's one which has like suns and moons on it specifically that keeps coming up when I'm searching for other things. So I hadn't really looked into it because it just wasn't quite what I was looking for. But actually, that's incredibly cute. Hell yeah. Okay, so I have at least seen it before, even if I don't, it's not something that I've done. Hell yeah, it looks awesome. It does look awesome. Oh dear. Every time I hear the sewing machine, I think of how perfectly it fits this. Jokey will be like, yeah. No, it's a good beam. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. It never has. Oh dear. Right, pink. Do I have pink thread after Boobtober? I'm not sure. It's fun. It sounds it. I should say, if you need to go get some snacks after your stream, Please do. As much as we love having you here, I don't want to hear that you're like starving or anything like that. Oh, I have peach as well. Sorry, I have a lot of threads. I think I really want like quite a dark pink though, just because we don't really have any dark colours on there right now, and I need it to stand out. So let's go for a dark pink. Get all of these away as well. I've got a lot of threads and I'm not using any of them. None of them are quite right. Okay, let's refred our bobbin again. Oh dear, no pink. I know it was because we used a ton of it doing Boobtober, because obviously like I did go quite pink heavy because it was for breast cancer awareness, which is pink. It's got the pink ribbon. But so I went through a lot of, especially my paler pinks, I went through a lot of them then. Excuse me, not really a snack time for me. Oh god, yeah, in that case, please get some Z's, as much as it is lovely to have you here. Yeah, if it's in the middle of the night, we don't want to keep you up. Oh dear. Just jesting. Well, to be fair, I do need to buy some more pink threads because I'm using pink in the bauble making we do. Oh my god, I haven't introduced myself. We had raiders come in and I never said who I was. God, what was the timer on that? Like about 10 minutes, do you think? Hello, hi, my name is Jelly. I am a cosplayer based in the UK. We make baubles. I've been making a lot of Halloween themed baubles recently, stuff like this. Using the most sparkly of stuff, but what I normally am is a cosplayer. I have a clip of it because I was lucky enough to go to TwitchCon EU. We make costumes like this, predominantly focusing on sewing techniques, whether it be beading, embroidery, sewing, or just generally like all of this kind of stuff. This entire costume was sewn hand to foot, head to foot, the whole way down, including the wings and tail. Everything was sewn. And all of the gold you see on the costume is actually embroidery and beading and sequining. So it's also embroidered head to toe. That's what I do. This is the kind of stuff that I do. There you go. We're not making a costume right now. We won't be making one until we can, I think probably in February. So on a bit of a cosplay hiatus for a month. And in the meantime, we're doing lots of smaller crafts. So stuff like this. But when we can do cosplay again, we'll actually be making the collector. We're going to be making this costume. I don't know how familiar you all are with Owl House, but we'll be making the collector from Owl House, but 1600s the collector, which I think is when, I think it's about 400 years, 500 years in the past, when the collector is first introduced to the series. So we're doing the collector from those times, so it'll be like all hand stitched, all traditional techniques. Yes, there you go. Introduction to channel completer. Did it. Now everyone knows who I am. Hell yeah. Ah, dear. Oh my god. You went to Twitter San Diego. Oh, of course, yeah. You've got the heckin' palm tree next to your name. Did you have a good time? I hope so. Is everyone in chat who's in the US in the... I don't know, please, maybe don't ask questions about location in Twitch chats local. It's a bit sus. Whether I'm sure that you have good intentions, but like, at least from a streamer's point of view, it's like, if people haven't said their locations, they probably don't want to. Oh dear. Not as bad, thank goodness. Okay. Hope you're fretted by the flooding going on. We're doing all right here. We're on a hill, so we'll be fine. My heart does go out to the people in Wales who have been affected by the flooding, though. Yeah, it's been pretty bad again, and it's like, it's the same people getting flooded over and over again, to be honest. So it's like, it's very difficult to watch. Yeah. Oh dear. Ugh. Come on, give me that thread. I need it. Need to trim it. There you go. Gotcha. Oh dear. I have no idea. Oh dear. Oh, it's a time zone. There we go. The Lord ID started to get squishy. Oh yeah. I know what you mean. And it gets just a bit too much water in it. Yeah. Go up there. And just go around there. I'm being a little careful with this one because it's not that I'm exactly using it for an outline, but it is kind of going to end up being the outline of the base. So I want to make sure I don't go too wild with it, unlike the other ones where it doesn't really matter how wild I go with it. full way down with the pink here, just like partially. And then same other side, just a little bit. Actually, can you guys see? Should I bring it there? Oh, actually, that might make it worse, huh? I think I want you guys to be able to see, and also me be able to see. And then just wiggle that down to about there, I'd say. Okay. Cool. I think that's a good start. The rest of it we'll do probably by hand. So, as far as the base goes, I'm pretty happy with our little sunrise jellyfish. Very cute. Also, Crafty, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. I'm making a little jelly. A little jelly. It'll go in a bigger hoop than this, but for now, small jelly. Okay. Sewing machine, go away. I have access to keyboard again. Oh my god. The freedom. The freedom. Oh dear. Also, wait, get some heckin' sleep. Yeah, if you need sleep, heckin' get sleep. As much as we love having people here, snacks and sleep are more important, always. There you go. Now, I am going to change your angle just a little bit more because we'll be going a little bit more over the top now. Kind of back to where we were for baubles, you know? There you go. Move that out the way too. Okay, so you can see some of the tentacles. I don't think I have them going, oh no, wait, has the hoop damaged that? Kind of a pain if that is the case. I can put it in a smaller hoop than this. Where did I put them? Oh, they're actually in the drawers, aren't they? I could put it in a smaller hoop, but like, yeah, you lose so much of the detail going in the smaller hoop. Ooh, tricky. Let's remove this from this one and see if there's any damages. Yeah, so it's like slight damages around the edge. It's like very minor and it could probably cover it up with something, but it's like, I do see it. What we'll do is we'll finish this one for now because I can always keep it. It can be for me and I won't mind if there's damages on it. But I think we might have to use a slightly thicker fabric in the future. Oh, actually, if we're doing... we put it in its final hoop if we're doing beading and embroidery. Yeah, I think it might need... either I have to put it in the big hoop immediately, which I prefer not to do, to be honest. I prefer to put it in the small hoop. But yeah, if we either have to put it in the big hoop immediately or... yeah. That's okay though. It should be about... okay, so this is just me trying to get it relatively symmetrical. It's a jellyfish. It won't ever be fully symmetrical, but like close enough, you know? And then tighten that up. Ugh. It's my super strong hands. Oh dear. Happy middle of the night. Happy middle of the night. Got a bin for my fabric and was like, wow, just like jelly. A fabric bin. Hell yeah. Recycling. We'll love a good recycle. Also, welcome on in, Pad Thai. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. I love making these sort of things. They're a bit experimental at the moment. We're in the first stages of like what works, what doesn't. I like the idea of it being see-through, but I do think, just because of course the see-through fabric's a lot more delicate, that I don't know if that's something that I should do. But I like the idea of it. Maybe I'll just have to find a different see-through fabric. You know, where's my big scissors gone? That sort of thing you want to lose. Oh, they're behind me. Okay. So out of all the things I'd rather lose, I'd rather not lose something sharp. Let's trim around the edge, just because all of the extra fabric. Originally, it's really helpful, but like as time goes on, it's kind of annoying, to be honest. So, also, can I twist you a little bit this way, maybe? There you go. Yeah, because I want to have it about here. Cool. There we go. And just snip it. It doesn't need to be neat at this point. It's just about getting rid of all the extra fabric. The reason is as well, at this point, if I keep it, I'll probably accidentally stitch into it and then I'll fold it over and then it won't be a see-through in a certain area where I folded the fabric over. So yes, we'll trim it for now and then I'll trim it again later. Yeah, for now though, it's a cute start. It's a cute start and it's a good practice. Right, I want to do some tentacles and I want to do them in pink. I was originally going to do them in orange, but I'm feeling pink. I also would maybe like some orange or pink beads. Probably pink beads. I have a lot of beads in this one. I think I don't necessarily want all the really big ones, but I can do a pot. Sorry, let me just set up my workspace really quickly with all the beads that I want. I think this pink bead mix would be a good one. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. They're a bit lighter than what the thread that I'm using, but I think that's okay since I'll be using them for highlight. I kind of want to do a chain stitch, but that might be a little crazy with this. Do I have any other? Oh my god! Whoa! Do I have any other pinks? Sorry, I'm gonna move camera because I'm just like reaching over constantly, and I don't want anyone to feel like seasick or anything with me just constantly moving the camera. There you go. Is there anything else that I'm gonna want from those drawers? Because I could just take a couple strands of this. I want to do a chain stitch is the thing, which I might be a little crazy with this one, to be honest. But then how am I gonna get the beads through? No, we're just gonna have to do it with the crazy one because I need to use the really thin needle. I want to use like the really small seed beads. Chicken. No, not that. Just the chicken. Thank you. And then it should be beads, chicken, thread. Okay. I think we're set up. I still have the other thread nearby if I want to. Also, local, thank you so much for the heckin' hydrate. I can do that. Cloudy as usual. I know that feeling. The colors are gorgeous. Thank you. I like sunrise, sunset. I also like blue. Everything blue. But then I have to be careful. I can't just make everything blue forever. Like that's a no. I don't want to do that. So I'm being good and I'm using more colors than just blue. Last week was a very blue week. Oh dear. I did realize that we didn't stream yesterday, and yesterday I think it's called Blue Monday. And like the one day I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take this day off. Not a single person could redeem blue on Blue Monday. That's the real blue thing. Oh my god, Vile, welcome on in. How are the puppies doing? Are they good? Are they settling? They having a good time? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm just practicing some more embroidery, similar to the Boobtober stuff. Oh dear, happy middle of the night. Yeah, if Vile's here that they are awake past bedtime, almost 100%. The history books remember that as Blue Monday, the day that not a single blue was redeemed. Yeah, I streamed like 9 days in a row and then I decided to take off Blue Monday, of all days. I felt like I made a mistake there. Alright, I am going to trim it really small. I don't normally care so much about the back, but again, it's like see-through a little bit, so I care a little bit this time. Alright, let's just poke it through some of the thread that already exists there, so it has like a nice strong anchor. And I would like, I want to do a chain stitch, but this is definitely not the ideal thread for a chain stitch. However, I think I need to move you a little bit more even, huh? There you go. Well, you can see the chicken really well now. There he is. And so that involves going through, which one am I, wait, which oh, I'm doing that tentacle. Okay. Going through, not knotting. Come on, come on. Chat has been very kind and has prayed for no knots, so you should listen to them. Should listen to them. There you go. And then we're going to do it with a bead on it. Probably not for all of them, but for some of them. Also, I have 2 different pink seed beads in here. I'm going to go for the slightly darker of the 2. Oh, will this work? Will this work with a bead on it? Maybe. Well, this is an experimental one anyway, so you know what we should do? We should experiment. So what I want to do is I want to pull it most of the way through, but not the whole way through. And then go a little bit further down. To about, I'm going to say, like, probably about 3 or 4 millimeters away. And then put it through that first one. And then we do the same thing. So instead of like, how to put it? Instead of like going forward, you go back through the same stitch that you do, and then you come back and like drag it further. So like, I'll drag it to there and put it through there, and then it creates like a little chain. And I want to put a bead on every other link. I think on every link will be a bit too much, considering how small scale this is. Oh, you want me to hydrate? Listen, I'm always up for a good hydrate. Brain, thank you for the hydrate. Ah, dear. Oh, the jacket you're working on is blue? I do like that. I do like that. One of them had a howling dream. Oh no. Oh. Sorry, I know that's probably really loud and like kind of a pain, but like, no. The dog had a bad dream. No, or maybe it wasn't a bad dream, I suppose. I might be imposing human stuff on that a bit too much. It could have just been a dream where they were very excited, maybe. And then we'll do it again. Leave the loop there. Take the thread a few milliliters. I keep saying that, milliliters. Not milliliters. A few millimeters further. And then go back through the first stitch and drag it into place. Oh wait, did I do it wrong? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Okay, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Ignore me, ignore me. I am but a sweet noob. Wait, what the hell happened? Oh, Gwah! Okay, what happened? Get that through there, and then do it again. And then... Yeah, I didn't put the problem here is I didn't put the needle back to the same place. God damn it. I'll have to do that then. And then... Oops. I stitch through there. And then, okay. We'll pretend that this was the stitch that I just did. It's not. It's not, and that other stitch is there. But hey, this is practice, right? Practice is all about making all of your mistakes now so that you don't make them later. Fine. Okay, so then make sure that that is right back through that same stitch. Stitching hole, there you go. Okay, that is now going through the same stitching hole. And then, now go further. And pull that through there. Now unfortunately the bead will not move very organically, but it's my own fault, so I can't really be mad about that. And then put the needle back through the same place, not the whole way through, and do this. You know what, this will be really good practice for the costume as well, so that I don't mess up the costume. Because I don't want to have to keep buying that fabric over and over again. It wasn't super expensive, but it is more than I normally pay for my stuff, because I'm cheap. There you go. And then through the same hole. And no knots, please. What's happened here? Oh, there you go. And then I have left a little hole there, I promise. Small hole is there. Maybe a little too small, but it's there. I can grab it. There you go. Okay. We're on the roll again. You know, I might have made a mistake early, but we're back on it. We're back. That sounds like frozen water pipes. Also, Tisa, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, good stuff. Started new. Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if I could mention that because I didn't know, you know, if you had announced it yet or anything. But yeah, Val's been doing a lot of extracurricular stuff. It's been amazing. Argos is a very active dreamer. So cute. Yeah, they've got a very, very cool podcast. I will say, like, I don't mean this as any offense at all. I was genuinely surprised how professional it looked. Like, it looks like you guys have been doing that podcast for like a long time. Like, you're already kind of professionals. You know what you're doing. Is what that looked like to me. Because it looked so professional. It didn't look like a first podcast, that's for sure. It looked like someone who had already like worked the kinks out and had been doing it for a while, and you know. I was genuinely quite impressed. And everyone was so well spoken and everything. It was lovely. Very, very good. Very impressive, honestly. Wow, there we go. Congratulations, hell yeah. Also, Sunkoi, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I am attempting to do a chain stitch with beads on it in regular thread, and you know what? It doesn't look amazing, but it doesn't look terrible either. It's one of those where it's like, you know what? I've made worse, but I would like to make better. But this is kind of like a practice piece where I'm giving it a go to a few different things. So if they don't look 100%, it's kind of fine. Kind of fine. It's fine and expected because I'm practicing. Oh dear. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I think probably the stitches would have to be a bit closer together than what I'm doing. I thought that this was like a good distance, but actually it's like a little bit far apart because the stitching is so small. But that's okay. Sunset colors, yeah, so this is going to be a compass jellyfish. Compass jellyfishes tend to be more in the brown, gold, and pink range. So this one is obviously like a little bit fantastical because it is, it's like a little bit more colorful than that. But generally it's sticking within the color range of a compass jellyfish. Compass jellyfish is the one that I've got tattooed on my back. I've loved them for a long time. I think their colors are really beautiful. They're also kind of like, when people think jellyfish, they probably think of a compass jellyfish, to be honest, because it's like one of the ones which you see, they're very beautiful. It's one of the ones you often see in photography for jellyfishes, probably because they are so beautiful. Is this a bead one or a no bead one? I have forgotten. I think it's a no bead one. Maybe it can be a bead one though. Maybe I just up the beading. Maybe I'm like, actually, you know what? We'll do a bead every single time. Because I think we need to if we're doing them this far apart. Oh dear, yeah, it's been great so far. KT and myself have background in music and theatre, so that helps a lot. Yeah, I'm sure for like, especially confidence and speaking for that long. But then also like the fact you also at this point have a background in streaming. So like, I'm sure that helps too. Probably have a background in everything that's useful for podcasts. Thinking about it. Hell yeah. That's good though, right? Oh dear. But maple whipped cream? I mean, it sounds delicious. I'm not gonna lie, I would consume even though it's first thing in the morning. I'd eat that. Yeah, you know what? I prefer it when it's every single bead. I thought I needed to keep them further apart and I was wrong. This is the way forward. Every single bead. Or every single stitch is a bead. But it's okay. It's just for me. Yeah! But no, I do actually kind of also like that they're a bit more stretched apart and then they kind of group together at the bottom. That feels weirdly... Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Panic, panic. Quick, everyone. Panic, panic on. What the hell is that? Okay. I stitched through the wrong side. It's okay. You have a little hiccup on the first vid with volume level since the person editing it used the lowest for. Oh, okay. Yeah, but again, that's the sort of thing you can get out. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't probably have noticed that much. Just got off eBay and... God damn it, eBay, why do you keep doing this? You're feeding a problem. Had super positive response so far, which has been really good to hear. Hell yeah. Put the recipe in the Discord? Nice. Hell yeah. And poke through there. And then another bead. I will use some of the other beads as well, but for this one in particular, I'm just going to keep it simple and just use the same one. That way I know where I'm at and I don't have to count or anything. Make my life easy, you know? And pull that most of the way through. Next one here. It's very bobbly. It's very bobbly but very satisfying. Jason. I love how everyone at this point is like, Jason, please. Jason, there's so many cameras. You need to save some cameras for the rest of the world, Jason. I've overdone the alcohol by a factor of 4. Oh, God. Oh, dear, oh, dear. There we go. What? Wow. Oh, dear. Didn't know that you had one. Oh, yeah. No, they have a recipe. They've got a plan. They got a plan right now. A plan for desserts. There we go. Oh dear, you sound like a mostly. I am actually. We talked about this earlier, Val. At the moment, I've penciled in doing the music stream next Friday. Oh my God! Wait, Creates, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Over a year. Jesus Christ, Creates, it's been a heckin' while, hasn't it? I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good New Year so far. Thank you so much for subbing for 13 months. Jesus. Oh dear, yeah, we're just saying we're going to do the music stream hopefully next week. At the moment, a penciled in Friday. We'll see how that goes because it does somewhat depend on making sure that I have nothing else booked in that day. But I think I'm free. So I think that would be a good day to do it. And it also gives me like a little bit of prep time because these streams do take quite a lot of prep, the music ones. So yeah, hopefully that's good. I mean, I'm sure even if the music is not good, that it will be a good time at the very least. It always is. Oh dear. Even for a full day, 2 days, it was legless. Oh God. Oh dear. I love when I can run my fingers over embroidery. The feeling is nice. Yes, I love that too. I'm a big texture fan. I think I've become more of a texture fan as well since my eyesight started being pretty bad. Because now it's like, the main enjoyment I get out of it half the time is even the colour palette and the texture. So I must say I'm becoming a very big fan of texture. Alright, what I might do is sew back up it, just to make sure it's all safe, because I do feel like a few of the stitches are a bit loose. Which happens, it happens, I'm practicing. I might just sew back up it and make sure everything is solidly in place and thick enough. I don't know that I'll do that every single time, but here and there I think it's a good call. Oh, there we go. Working and lurking. Have a good work and lurk. Ah, I see the majority of rules. Time, go back to... Oh, God. eBay is becoming like a devil on this channel. I love eBay, but I just cannot forgive what it's doing to Jason. and that it targets Jason so heavily. Very bad. Very bad. How could you, eBay? God, it also absolutely brutal. Oh, did you? But did you have a good time? I love sledging. I have so many good memories of sledging. Like, we lived in a very rural area growing up, so like there wasn't very many other people to contest with on hills. Like, normally there was none. So you'd be the only person going down these massive hills on a sled, and it was so fun. It's so much fun with it. Okay, let's grab that through there. Grab that through there. I will say I can see that the fabric is pulling, but I honestly don't care too much because it's just a test. And I won't be using this fabric anyway because it's too delicate for the free motion hoop. There we go. But I am aware of it. It's just yeah, it's pulling a little bit. It's probably me leaning on it, to be honest. If I had to guess, I'm probably the reason it's having problems. But like, look at all the little bobbles. Little heckin' bubbles. Right, we're going the whole way back up. I might as well reinforce all of the beads. But yeah, bad eBay. Hell yeah. I took the sled off a jump and came down really hard. Yeah, it is definitely... It's one of those things that as I got older, it's like, huh. Yeah, this hurts more than it used to. But I always really enjoyed it. It's good. I haven't done it for a while. Probably because we haven't had any proper snowfall where I live that's like sticks around, and also there's a hill. But yeah, also Squirrel, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Ah, dear. It's just like when I wear the back of embroidery touch me, it's all scratchy and it sucks. Blech. Actually, to be fair though, I personally don't mind that too much. I definitely get where you're coming from. I know the feeling, but it doesn't bother me too much. I actually don't mind scratchy embroidery feeling as long as it's not on my skin when I'm like wearing it. I don't mind touching it. But like, because if I'm touching a scratchy embroidery, it probably means that I've done a lot of hard work. Because I feel like you have to do a lot of embroidery for it to get to the point where it's like scratchy. I feel like you probably worked very hard. So I don't mind feeling that, as long as it's not rubbing against my skin. Oh, it's all good. Ouch! I may have cracked the sled. Listen, sleds are made to be broken and then you buy a new one. Unless you get a really good one. We somehow got a really good one when we, like, it's like a hand-me-down one and it's been fantastic. But like, yeah, unless you get like lucky like that, they break every year. That's how it goes. It just means you had a good time on your sled. Ah, dear, better sled than your tail, but also true. Yeah, you don't want to break your coccyx. Oh dear, I was always scared of sledding after I hit my back on a soccer football pole. Oh my god. Yeah, we were quite lucky because, again, there was no one else there, so you were never trying to really contend with anyone else, and you could just pick a hill with no trees, and you were good. Like, there was a couple that were literally named after their sledding ability. Oh dear, I'm going to have a quick tea break as well. I'm also just going to take this off my head. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm still recovering from yesterday, but I keep getting like hot flushes. Is that what you'd call it? Where you're like, oh, I'm warm, but I'm not actually warm. It's all a lie. I just feel warm. So you have to do with my forehead right now. Oh dear. No update on the ship today, Jelly, mainly because the next bit is a detail section. Oh, so no bueno before I travel. Fair enough. The sled was rental. Rather you than me. Oh dear, I hope they're good about it. Oh dear. Oh, good times. There was a hill by school in our town that was massive and also had a football field, so that's where you went sledding. Fair. Yeah, we lived in deep countryside, and it just kind of meant that, first of all, there was a lot of hills, but also, like, there was just no one there. No one there, ever. You would be the only one. Maybe some dog walkers, potentially. It wasn't terrible. They didn't notice? Oh, hell yeah. Well, there you go, you're fine then. You got away with it this year. We'll see how next year goes. Oh dear, fiberglass also easy to repair. Yeah, but normally if you've broken, it's like you still have to pay it, don't you? Even if it's a quick repair. Unless they're very nice beams. I want to let my brother go on the big hill. Oh dear. I know I've gone like, is it head over heels? Like I've gone like a few times. But I was also a very bouncy kid. Like, I'm genuinely surprised I didn't get worse injuries a lot of the time. I was very bouncy. I would just bounce and get right back up again. Alright, let's do another one. But this time we're going to be using light sea beads. So still pink, but like a lighter pink. There's really no reason. I'm doing what I want. And what I want is light pink seed bead, please. As well as dark pink seed bead. Both. There we go. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Oh, I'm fine now, so it's okay in the long run. True. It's true. As long as, yeah, it's clear, you survived. Oh dear. Oh, making great progress on my Tira cosplay. You put a pic in the Discord. Okay, 2 seconds. I need to put the next stitch through, and then I will look right at that. I don't want to leave the loop hanging around unstitched. Disgusting unstitched loop. Ew. No, we stitch our loops here. Okay. All right, let's have a look. See, Discord. You said. Ba 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 ba. Oh my god! That's stunning! Oh, the colours! And so many feathers! So many handmade feathers! Jesus! Oh, that's so pretty! I'm sure you're very proud of it. That looks really good. Hell yeah. Little ibuprofen, and I really don't feel it, so it's not a bad bruise. Hell yeah. Oh, sorry, heck. Right, back down again. Handmade from faux fur. Ah, that's how you did it. We've been having a lot of feather chats recently because there's another streamer in chat who is... Actually, there's been a couple streamers in chat who have been making a lot of, or are going to be making a lot of faux feathers. And so they've been like looking at different techniques and stuff. And honestly, they found some really cool ones I'd never even heard of. I'm not going to be making feathers in the near future, but like it's always interesting to see how other people are doing it. You never know. One day I might reintroduce faux fur to the house. Not anytime soon, because it's a plague and it gets everywhere and it's very messy. But maybe soon. Maybe one day. One day I'll get over it. Oh dear. Also embroidery to on the gloves and bows too. Ah, but you're like me, we both love beading and embroidery, right? taking our time with those kind of parts. There we go. Oh, did I not put a bead on that one? Oops. I'll go back and put a bead on that one. We'll pretend that stitch doesn't exist. I didn't put a bead on it at all. Oh god. Well done, Jelly. Fine. I'm making this for me. And I appreciate all of the problems and errors that I put in it. That's my favourite bit, actually. That's why I keep doing it. Because I actually really like adding problems and errors. I need to have some blankets, but can't do. Oh yeah, the fluff fallout. Oh dear. This is what I mean. Like one day I'll maybe reintroduce it to my house, but not at the moment. Not right now. I can't handle it. Thank you for the hick, by the way. I cut the fur into thin strips glued to each other, hairspray flat, and then cut into shape. Hell yeah. Now I have seen people do something similar to that before. Again, it's the faux fur bit that really puts me off it, because the feathers themselves look really good. I just, yeah, nah. Not fur. It's the fur. It is entirely the fur that puts me off. But otherwise, it's very cool, and they look really good. Mink is evil. Yeah, I love it, but it's like one of those fabrics where you can't really cut it that close to the base because it's very short anyway. So yeah, you just get like little fluffs everywhere. Teeny tiny little fluffs. I remember when we were making the plushies that I was having problems with that because I was using Minky Soft, and yeah, there's just fluff everywhere. Constantly fluff. Oh no, fur is messy. It is. It's like fur, glitter, all of those kind of ones. If you're using them, you just kind of have to accept the fact that it's going to be everywhere for a while. And this is a new house. I don't want to ruin it just like this soon into having it, you know? Oh, did I forget to put a bead on that again? Yeah, I did. Alright, 2 seconds. I need to go back and put a bead on that. I keep forgetting that I'm putting a bead on every single one, and I'm like only putting it on some of them. God damn it, me. Why are you like this? Huh? Remember little simple things? God damn it. There you go. And then another bead, because we're doing it in every single one. Oh dear. I just found Foster's ring in my cap. Oh, oh my gosh. I'm glad you were carrying the hick torch while I gone. They have been. Do not worry. People have been enthusiastically adding the hicks as and when. You're safe. I don't think we've barely missed any. The only ones I can imagine we'd maybe have missed would be right at the beginning of the stream when people are still popping in. And like I feel like that's just how that goes because obviously people are still popping in. I always have to cut it on the balcony, which sucks for our neighbors. Also, thank you for the DJ. Imagine neighbors being, oh my god, like this again. Why does this always happen at this time of year? Suddenly there's fur everywhere. They probably think you're like trimming an animal or something. Oh dear, exactly what it's like, as they should be. Yeah, do not worry. You're all good. Everyone's been very responsible with their hicks. Oh dear. Oh, Sunkoi, I don't know if you saw, which is absolutely fair if you didn't. I did tag you in a little post on Twitter. I saw it and I thought of you because I feel like you're also tackling a ridiculously big project like that with Goldwork. And I thought it was relatively inspiring. And I don't know, you did, yay! I saw it this morning and I was like, Sunkoi will like that. That's like the kind of crazy that Sunkoi's doing right now. Oh dear. It's so much. I mean, it does look really, really beautiful. Of course it does. Like, it's just Goldwork on Goldwork on Goldwork. But my god. I will say, if you go to their profile, I had a little look and they have been documenting like the step-by-step process as it builds up, which honestly just makes the project look crazier. But yeah. Oh dear, that big into my life. It's reassuring to know you're not the only mad person. That was exactly my thoughts. Like, someone else is doing this. The hell? Why? I mean, it looks really, really good. It's very, very beautiful. And the detail, you can really see it with the gold work. It looks really good. But why? Why are there two people doing this? Oh dear. Honestly, one was crazy enough, let alone another. Oh dear. That's what I've been doing, really. Like, if I don't feel well, I just go on social medias and I'm like, this reminds me of this cosplay. This reminds me of this cosplay. This reminds me of this cosplay. Local, you want to check on the ducks? We can check on the ducks. They're making a lot of noise right now, actually. They're going up and down the slides, I think, a lot. Let me get the ducks on screen for you. There they are. Look at them all going. Look at them all floating around like that. Very heckin' cute. Oh dear. Oops, sorry, that was me knocking the mic. That's me not concentrating and immediately going into my technology. Oh dear. Yeah, the ducks are doing good, I think. They've gone back to the summer pond for now because the winter pond with the Christmas update was getting a little glitchy. It was like getting stuck because of all the presents and stuff, and because obviously like I have it very much in the background, I didn't always have time to remove the ducks from the presents, and so they'd get stuck in the ski lift. We might go back to the second map again at some point, but for now we're gonna stick on this one because at the very least it doesn't get glitchy and the ducks don't get stuck. Oh dear. Look at them go! They're having a lovely float. A very lovely float. Very relaxing beginning of the week float. Oh dear. They're so cute. They're so cute. They have been going up and down the slide quite a bit. There's the file. Who I think has been named so many times. Oh my god, the duck emotes! Oh. Wait, Var, you're gonna have to tell me who has those emotes. That's incredibly cute. Incredibly cute. Very blessed. The heck? How dare someone have such blessed emotes? There we go. No duck ski lift horror fans. Yeah, it was like they were like getting stuck in the ski lift and it wouldn't let them go. And I was like, this is a bit. I have to fix this every time I look at them, and I'm like, yeah, let's chill out on that one. As much as I love the map, I didn't love the ducks constantly getting stuck in the ski lift, and I don't think anyone loved the ducks constantly getting stuck in the ski lift, to be honest. It was definitely a vibe. Ducks! No, I was a gifted sub. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. You do sometimes get some real gem emotes from gifted subs. I've also found, and maybe other people can clarify whether this is a case or not, since I started streaming, because I've been on Twitch for a very long time. We're actually coming up to nearly 10 years for me. But since I started streaming, I've received a lot more gifted subs. Like, I don't think before I started streaming, I'd ever received a gifted sub. And I, like, followed people and stuff like that, but I'd never received one. Oh, dear. Ducks! Ducks! What are you using them from? For, like, program? Oh, wait, who? Me? The ducks? I'm not using the ducks for anything. The ducks are just for there. The ducks are for good vibes and chill feelings, you know? Oh, dear. They're pretty good, though. They are. They're pretty good. Yeah, like, since I started streaming, like, I do randomly receive gift subs a lot more. Oh, dear. Pimp Sophie. Yeah. That's it. Also, Anish Animal, welcome on in. You're trying to find yourself, Kath. I think you haven't been stolen. You might be down here. There you go. You can look through there as well. It's difficult when they're all so close together to really see, but there you go. You can have a good look there. Also, I will get rid of the ducks for now, but they will still be behind chat, don't worry. Don't worry, they're still there. They're just a little hidden. You're there too, yee! I will not cough. Oh god. Are you feeling alright, Anish Adderall? If not, I really hope you feel better soon. Ah, dear. That winter bug. Or one of the many winter bugs. Honestly, there's a lot of winter bugs at the moment. This winter has been very buggy. Very glitchy, would not recommend, need to patch. Oh dear. Swallow the camera in dark. Yeah, no more program on. Oh, no. It's a game. It's called Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. You can buy it on Steam. And I just keep it in the background. I capture it as a game. So that people could look at the ducks while I sew. But it's a video game. Further coughing, I'm not too bad. Oh, bless you. I really do hope you feel better soon. I'm sorry that you've caught the winter lurgy. Oh dear. Should I try to make a cat? Wait, actually, Jason, that's kind of exciting. That'd definitely be a little different. But you'd have like a lot of freedom then. Like, why not? That sounds pretty good. Also, I don't know if I really showed you, but I added the second line of beads. It is there. It is there. Oh yeah, how is the PhD doing, Sunkoi? I hope that it's going good. I know you've been very busy with cosplay and PhD and everything in life. Oh, it looks neat. Thank you. I like it, but it's and this one is like a test, really. I'm gonna keep this. This is for me. But we're practicing a few things. This particular fabric is just a little bit too delicate, I think, for what I want to do, because it gets damaged when it's put in the embroidery hoops. But that's okay. We're doing this as tests so that we get that kind of practice out, and then when we make the next one, we'll make it out of a different fabric, and maybe that will be a little better. And any that don't go well, that just means they're mine. That just means these are going to be decorations for the sewing room when it's finished. So, not too bad. Sent a chapter off to the supervisor yesterday, it's going good! Hell yeah! Also, thank you for the luck, Shifty. Do be taking care of yourself. Oh dear, always make cool things. Yeah, it's like, I'd love to make this kind of thing for other people, but I just want to get it right first. So like, I think most of the time when doing a new skill, at least for me, it takes a few times before I'm like properly confident with it. And so those first initial times are normally for me, and then once I'm more confident with it, then, you know, then I'll make them for other people. But I have to get a little bit more confident with it first. That's I guess just me. That's not like a standard anyone else has to stick by. That's just how I do it. I have another study session planned this week, so whoop woo, whoop woo, hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna do the background one, which I think comes from about here. But I might do this one, I don't know if I want the beads on this one. Here's a background tentacle, you know? Does it need beads? I'm gonna say no, just for like a little bit of like difference as well, because otherwise they're all gonna look, all these tentacles are gonna look very similar, and that the tentacles shouldn't look too similar, at least in my opinion. They should all look a little different. It definitely counts. Hell yeah. Definitely. Well, oh, I didn't realize I had to be awake. Oh, bless you! Get some heckin' Z's then. Refuel, look after yourself. We'll see you around, I'm sure. Also, Phoenix, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the heckin' follow. Oh dear. And Star, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing some practice embroidery at the moment. This is just for fun. I'm practicing making some jellyfish. Any that don't go super well, like this one has got some problems, so like I would say that it's not gone 100% well, so we're just kind of practicing. Any that don't go super well will end up becoming art in the craft room. So it's not a bad thing. If it doesn't go out super well, that's fine. It just means I keep it. And I'm quite okay with keeping them. The problem is I'm not tired. I don't know what will make you sleepy, to be honest. But I hope that you feel sleepy soon. I sometimes will put like a podcast on and just listen to that and it helps me drift off because I don't like complete silence. But that's me. Some people need complete silence to sleep. Also, yes, I like this decision. Phoenix, I'm ready. I learned it's really something with anxiety. I look for community. I can feel like I belong. And that's very kind of you to pop by then. It's very sweet. I'm a cosplayer. I make costumes. Although at the moment, that is not what I make. It's difficult to introduce myself right now because I'm not doing what I'm really known for doing, which is making costumes, because I can't make a costume until submissions open because time limits and deadlines and all that kind of stuff. But I am normally a cosplayer. I normally make costumes. I focus a lot on hand skills and yeah, hand stitching. Echo, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. I hope things are going well for you in this new year. I knotted my thread, actually. God damn it. But how did it even knot? I don't understand. What kind of knot is that? Bother. Well, you know what? You know what? Psych. Because actually I can fix this. Maybe. And also it's just for me anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But like, psych, I'm making these kind of loops anyway, so haha, actually, you helped me out because that's what I needed anyway. It's just a little bigger than I would have liked. Oh dear. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's not perfect, but it's mine. And I like it. Ah dear. And hey, it's all learning. It's all learning. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, dear. I'm finally recovering from my set. Oh, bless you. So you're doing well. Hell yeah. Glad to heckin' hear it. Things have chilled out a little bit for you, maybe. You've been able to take some rest time. Honestly, it's so important. I feel like there's such a culture of like work. But like you have to take breaks. Otherwise you'll die. That's it. And stress is such a dangerous thing to like, again, people think of it very mildly, but stress can be so dangerous. Good to take breaks, relax, refresh. I also think it tends to be that work is higher quality if you've had a good break. But maybe that's just me, and me predicting. My work is a higher quality if I take a bit of a break. But I'm also really bad for taking breaks because I get excited. But that's because I love the stuff that I'm doing. So it's not for any bad reasons. I just really enjoy what I do, so I don't want to take breaks from it. But I should. It should. I'm trying to plan more breaks in, because otherwise I just stream forever. Oh dear. It's a learning curve. It's okay. Oh, Rebecca, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. Happy New Year. Gonna time to get some sleep. Get some good Z's. I believe in you. You can do the thing. You can get those Z's. You can catch them. Oh dear. Thank you for popping by though. It's lovely to see you. There we go. And Tina, welcome on in. I live the nautical theme. Honestly, same. I grew up in a very nautically themed household, so these days I just find everything nautical to be like super nostalgic because it reminds me of like the house growing up, and I'm a big fan of it. I know it's a bit kitschy sometimes, but listen, I am kitschy. That's me. That's my vibe. Oh dear, there you go. That's how I can describe myself. Hello, hi. My name is Jelly and I'm a cosplayer and I live for tack. I love tacky things. I love filling my house with sequins. I like really over the top costumes that have really heavy embroidery and stuff like that in it. Extra points if they're also gold. I love gold. I live for those projects. We also do make little cute things here and there. Here, there, sometimes. Does that have a YouTube premium? I do not, I'm afraid. Sometimes I get so focused on finishing, I will work till I'm too tired to do it well. Yeah, that's one thing that I have found is like, I'll wake up the next day after like doing like 8 hours of sewing and be like, some of it's just not that good. So some of it could really be better. And it's normally because like the first 4 to 6 hours are like pretty damn good. The last 2 hours are all over the place and I'm just rushing to get something finished. And I'm not really doing anything positive for it. But hey, it's just, yeah, I think it happens. I have a light cold, but otherwise okay. I'm drinking oolong ginger tea. Ooh, lovely. Now, Sandman, we know that's never going to show up. I don't know why Twitch has such a vendetta against you, but thank you so much for 26 months. I really appreciate it. I don't know why Stream Elements only refuses, for a little bit of background, Sandman's been subscribed for a long time, as you can see, and every single time they resub, they get completely ignored by Stream Elements. And I think they have done since about 10 months in, and however many times I refresh Stream Elements or tell it to replay the alert, it absolutely refuses to replay Sandman's alert, and I don't know why. I'm like, it's only Sandman, and I can't fix it. And it's very odd. Oh dear, scuba is my life, so my girlfriend has to live with the ocean-themed everything. Hell yeah. Oh dear. I think I'm the only person... actually, no. No, everyone in my family has something about them that is, like, under the water, nautical or fish-themed. First of all, though, like, we all sail, which I do think... We all grew up practicing sailing and stuff, so we can all sail. But then also, yeah, there's pirate themes. There's large fish tanks, like people that are really, they're very good at looking after fish. And then there's me, whose name is Jellyfish. So we all ended up with something vaguely under the sea themed. I kind of want to have one that comes out like from the back there. I haven't drawn it on, but I think I could do it pretty well. Maybe I should draw it on just so that I know where I'm going. Maybe I should just answer. Well, I mean, at this point, I can't really blame you. I definitely couldn't blame you if that was the case. I promise it's not me, but then, you know, it's just a Twitch thing, isn't it, really? It's always just a Twitch thing. Yeah, I want one there. A little extra tentacle. SDs, and maybe, they did it for the first 10 months or something. It's how Coffee Bean started to keep up productivity and quality. I do love coffee. Expecting Boo Boo, maybe? Potentially, it could be that it's a filter, that they're worried that you have an offensive name. I mean, in many ways, that's one of the only things I can think that would actually make any sense, because it's nothing on my end as far as I'm aware. It could be that. It should be kind of a shame if that was the case. Okay, let's follow that down. Also, Cecilia, good morning, and Goat, welcome on in, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Your parents named you Jellyfish? They did. Honestly, I have very cruel parents. They were like, you know, you'll be fine in school. Nah, my real name's not Jellyfish, but most people call me Jelly. But not because of streaming. Like, the name didn't come from streaming, I promise it. Peeps call me Jelly. Although definitely more people call me Jelly than they used to. But I also talk to a lot more people now than I used to. So I think that makes sense. Oh my god, Goat, George. I might have seen you maybe already today. All of you. Whoa. Meeting outside of stream. Whoa. Oh, and thank you for the hick. I didn't even notice I did it. I love the orange pigtail. Thank you. So this one is modeled after a compass jellyfish. Compass jellyfish are one of my favorites, but they're also like a very popular jellyfish in general. Like if you see art of jellyfish, a lot of the time it's compass jellyfish because they are very aesthetically pleasing jellyfish. It's like a lot of photography and just like a lot of standard art as well. It will be compass jellyfish that they'll probably draw. They've got like a really distinct shape, which is very common for jellyfish. Like they've got like the bit in the middle, the long tentacles, they're very easily recognizable. And then they tend to be more oranges and pinks. So again, for photography, they're very, very beautiful. Probably find a lot of compass jellyfish. If you go looking for it, I suppose, which maybe not everyone in chat is maybe as enthralled by jellyfish as I am, but if you did, you'd probably find a lot. Also, Taz, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I hate when you get emails using really serious words as to confirm that you did. Yeah, that would piss me off as well, actually. Taz, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. 2 seconds. My cord has come a bit loose, I think. You guys are going a bit staticky for me. Machine Boy looks amazing with a beading too. Thank you. I love doing a mixture. I love texture and layering. Oh dear. And yeah, we have a Vile here today, although they probably will go to sleep soon. Does Vile have stripy arms on today? Do you have the stripy arms on today, Vile? I don't know. Jellyfish ranking when? I don't think I can very well rank jellyfish. There are aesthetically jellyfish that I prefer, but it's like there's a lot of ups and downs with jellyfish for sure. Like obviously a lot of them are not too dangerous, and then there are some that are very, very dangerous. So it's like, how do you rank that when like one of them could have real risk to human life and another one doesn't? I think it'd be quite difficult, and it's not really fair to rank them like that either, because at the end of the day, it's an animal. It doesn't hurt you on purpose, but naturally people are probably going to be less enthusiastic about box jellyfish than they are about moon jellyfish, because one of them has a risk to life attached to it. It's difficult. I think with any animal that has like venom or poison or stuff like that, it's very difficult because naturally people won't like them as much, even though it's not the animal's fault. Also, Tater, thank you for the follow. Very heckin' kind of you. And Ro, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Aesthetically pleasing jellyfish. Yeah, they're very aesthetically pleasing. They're surprised. They're all S tier. Every single one of them's S tier. I love them all. Hell yeah. You know what? You're right. You're right. S for surprise. It's all the same. I'm gonna have 2 massive cracks. No! The cold weather is getting to you. I'm so sorry. Honestly, so I have been made fun of for this for a while, but like I found when we were in lockdown, whenever I went outside, because I'd be wearing masks and stuff, right? When I was traveling, my lips didn't chap. And since then, I've just adopted that if I leave the house in the winter, I wear a mask. Even if I'm not seeing people, even if I'm out in the open air, I wear a mask. And it tends to stop my lips chapping too bad. And like the people at work used to make fun of me for it, because they were like, you don't need to wear a mask outside, like it's fine. And it's like, I'm not wearing the mask for any hygiene reasons. I'm wearing it so that my lips don't crack, because Yeah, I don't know why. Well, I guess I kind of knew why, because it keeps them in a really humid space if you wear a mask. And so it just means that, like, yeah, that's how I've gotten around it. But that won't really help if they're already cracked, unfortunately. That's more like that's something that's helped me prevent cracking. At this point, you're probably just going to need a lot of Vaseline. Oh dear. Live your inner Pugsley. Hell yeah. We should all be living our inner Pugsleys. There we go. And I think I need one more for this one. And then we have... I'm glad we added that, you know? It's a little one, but it brings it out to the side a little bit more, and I like that. And it's for me at this point, so... I'm going to do what I like. Where's the last bit? There it is. Wow, although I did probably make the thread too long. It's a bit of a pain when it's this long. However, cute. It's also ended up a little bit more realistic than I thought that it would, but I'm not mad about that. I do a lot of cartoon stuff normally. Or like, again, really kitschy stuff. Also really bright colours. It's kind of nice to do like a little bit more toned down for ones. It's still got pretty bright colours on it, but it's not that much. May I suggest a beard? Oh my god. Yes, you may suggest a beard. And I'll agree with you, that sounds pretty damn good, honestly. Went outside, I just went to sleep. Oh my god. Wait, that's cruel. That's so cruel. How do you even avoid that? I think your body owes you now at this point if it's done that to you. I feel like you're owed. I'm off daily. Oh no, you're fine. Get some good Z's. Thank you so much for popping by. If you guys haven't met Vile before, by the way, Vile is another makers and crafting streamer. They do modifications on Nerf guns, but they also do a lot of 3D modeling. Basically, they do a whole lot of plastic skills in 3D printing, 3D modeling, and alterations. So, if you haven't checked them out before and you are interested in making and crafting, I definitely recommend checking them out. Also, yeah, there's Vile. They have the best shout out. Oh dear. No, definitely recommend checking them out if you haven't before. They're incredibly talented and they stream pretty regularly twice a week on Twitch. They also have lots and lots of fart sound alerts, so if you like fart noises, you'll really like it there. There we go. And up to there. Okay. I just thickened it up a little bit, but hell yeah. I want to do the one in front now, and then we'll go and do the symmetrical ones on the other side. And then I might do some decorations around just the hoop. Just some hoop decorations. I mean, in the plans, I had stuff coming out from up there, but I don't actually know if I need that. I kind of also like, should I extend the tentacles just a little bit? Maybe. I was to say, put that down to there. Yeah, I like that. And then have that one down to there. I think it just evens the hoop out a little better. Oh, and I also need to not put it in there. I need to draw this on the other side. Yeah, so I can have those be kind of symmetrical. It's definitely not symmetrical, but like, there's an illusion. Illusion of symmetricalness. George might be seeing stuff. Really? Oh, of course, yeah. Are you excited? So George is traveling around America a little bit soon. They're normally an Australian streamer, but they're doing a little bit of a trip. I'm assuming you're very heckin' excited. I know I would be. I'd be so excited. I don't even know if I'd be streaming. I'd just be like all the time. Just heavy breathing and excitement. I mean, that's basically what I was like before TwitchCon, except I was also nervous, and also I had to take a week off streaming anyway because I had other stuff going on. But that was basically me. Alright, I am actually just going to add some beads to the head because I was going to start the other one, but I just don't know if I have enough thread to get the whole way down. And rather than risk it, I'm going to do some bead stuff. There we go. And then do the little pale pink beads. There we go. And one more. There we are. Nice. I would like to also have some, I don't know if I'll do yellow or white beads at the top. I'm between, honestly. I could do either. I might maybe do a mixture of yellow and white, actually. That might look kind of cute. There's something like that at the top. But I'll need different thread for that, so I won't bother doing that just yet. And another one here. There we go. Ah, dear, I thought it was the height of summer over there. Well, they're traveling though. They're traveling to America, where it is not the height of summer. Did lots of packing last night visiting the US. Hell yeah. It's been a while since I've been through my loaded tablet for a trip. Oh dear. I'd love to go on another holiday, but I don't think I got anything on the cards for this year. This year we're kind of saving and staying home because obviously we're renovating a house and also that costs a lot. But yeah, so priorities are not so much with traveling this year, but next year, first of all, I really want to go to wherever the TwitchCon is next year. And then I think I'd also like to just go to some other places in general. I have got like a teeny tiny holiday planned, but it's like a holiday in the UK. And that's in April. So I guess I got a teeny tiny holiday, which will be really fun, honestly. It'll be really nice. A very relaxing holiday. Not too much pressure to do anything. Just relax. Ah, dear. I'm not sure it's the height of summer in the States. It's chilly as heck there. Aren't you going to... I could be wrong, but aren't you going to, like, North America? Or am I misremembering? Because I feel like where you're going, it's going to be incredibly cold. Like, really, really cold. Like, not just a little bit cold. I think it's going to be really cold, isn't it? Unless I'm misremembering and it's somewhere else. Oh dear. A mini break. Hell yeah, a mini break. I'm very looking forward to it because we don't really go on holiday very much, and so it'll be nice to just take a little time away and spend it. I'm spending it with family, so we're all kind of getting together and staying for like a week. So that'll be nice. I haven't done that for a really long time. Ah dear. Queen, I do have some bad news. Somebody may or may not have stolen your duck. I'm very sorry, Queena. I couldn't stop it. They redeemed it, and I had to let it happen. And we may be down a duck. That being said, you're still very welcome here. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry to hit you with the bad news off the bat. In Australia, where I am. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh dear. Wow. There we go. No, I was saving for a duck. We've turned it off for now just because... Actually, no, I can get to my keyboard again. I just couldn't get to my keyboard for the first half of the stream. Like, I couldn't reach it. So I had to turn it off because I couldn't reach my keyboard. Not without moving my entire setup. But I'm back now. So I should be able to do it. 2 seconds. Let me add it back in again. I'm also just going to take a quick break to blow my nose as well because I'm so sorry. I'm still sick. I'm not that bad anymore. But... I'm still not fully better either. Alright. Has that added back in? I hope so. 2 seconds. You're going to get free duck time. Wait. There you go. You've had your free duck time. There it is. Sorry. I need to blow my nose quickly. Dear. We're in Sick Club. We're still in Sick Club. Soon. Listen, as much as I've enjoyed Sick Club with all of you, I would really love to leave Sick Club soon. I am very much done with being in Sick Club. Oh dear. Why is Bateman not in the pond? They just fall out sometimes. I don't know why. I don't know what causes it. It just sort of happens. I think they're going to get a bit enthusiastic when they go down the slide, maybe. And that's what causes it. But yeah. Free duck time. Hell yeah. Is it just Bateman? That's the only one I can see. I know Sonne's already left, though. Sonne always leaves very early because they can fly. So they're always, like, straight out of the pond. You can only catch Sonne for, like, the first few minutes. There we go. I want a duck. So the ducks are a channel point redeem. They are one of the more expensive ones because otherwise, first of all, people would be stealing ducks constantly. But if you can raise 10,000 channel points, you can have a duck named after you and they'll float around behind chat. Or just ducks in general. No, it's just Bateman. In this case, it's just Bateman. Ah, dear. Yeah, and all the people that you see like floating by behind chat right now, those are all people that have claimed ducks. During the charity drive, we did also have it that people could donate to have a duck as well, so if they didn't have the channel point, but that is normally just a charity thing to encourage people, if they want to donate, they get something back kind of thing. Not a normal thing. There we go. That scans, yeah, it's just Bateman. It's just Bateman. It's always just Bateman. Oh, they're typical Bateman, right? Yeah, typical Bate. Or at least one of the typical Batemans. There are many, many Batemans at this point. There we go. Oh dear. Ooh. What's happening there then, huh? None of that, thank you. Alright. And get that one in there, and then we can get some more thread, and then we can start the tentacle in the middle. I just wanted to make sure I had enough thread for it, because otherwise getting stuck halfway down, I don't want to leave a knot halfway down it. I think it'd be kind of obvious and a bit meh. Even if it is just for me. Also, thank you for the lurk. If I had a comfy spot on the ceiling goes to doze, oh bless you. I hope you both have lovely lurks. Take care of yourself. We'll still be here, making a jellyfish. Honestly, it's gone quite quickly so far. It's only been a couple of hours, and I'm pretty sure I spent probably half that time talking. It probably has only taken an hour. But I'm slow because I talk, and it makes everything slower. It's my own fault. But listen, it's the fun bit about streaming. It's the bit where you chat. Oh dear. And then you just ignore the fact that all crafts take twice as long when streaming. Oh dear, how goes the embroidery so far? Well, we've added a few tentacles, and we've added quite a bit of texture. You see all these lumpy bits? They are lumpy. They're real lumps. That's a real lump right there. Can't get that lump anywhere. That's real, 100% lump. I'm actually just going to tie my thread off so that I can get some new thread, so we can work on the tentacles on the other side as well. Yeah, we've added some real life lumps. How long was the flight from Wales to Amsterdam? I didn't get a flight, so traveling is a little difficult for us. I think a lot of disabled people find it a little bit hard because there's a lot more to plan for. So I can't travel very far in a day safely, which means that we have to break trips up. So we actually took, the day before we went to London and we got there. And then the next day we went from London to Amsterdam via the Eurostar. Because that way it took a lot of the pressure off and like medication times and all that kind of stuff. It's just easier to avoid being in public and doing all of that. So yeah, we did it like that. So it took for us 2 days, but we are very much like not the normal example, like because most people don't have to travel like that. So yes, for us it took 2 days, but I think most people it took a few hours. Bristol Amsterdam flight was like an hour. There you go. That would be the normal travel time if we were able to just quickly nip across in a plane. Oh dear. I'm something last year and I enjoy the chat and the craft. Thank you. Honestly, don't get me wrong, I love crafting, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it, but I do think one of the benefits of Twitch is that you can just chat with people while you're doing it. It's very relaxed. It really does feel like a coffee morning every morning. Oh dear, it's so expensive. The Eurostar was pretty expensive as well. But we booked it really early, so we had decided already, even if I didn't get into TwitchCon, even if we didn't do that we were going to take a holiday that year, because it had been a really long time since we'd had a holiday. Like, it'd probably been about 6 or 7 years. So we were like, listen, we do a holiday, we have the money for it this year. Regardless of whether we get into TwitchCon, let's go to Amsterdam and have like a nice week away. So we booked it before they even they didn't announce TwitchCon, but they hadn't even opened submissions yet, I don't think, when we booked our stuff. So we booked it quite early, which meant that we did get a little bit cheaper. We were very lucky because there were so many issues with planes and flying around that time that we had to avoid planes anyway. So, you know, the fact that we ended up on the Eurostar ended up actually being quite good for us because there weren't any delays and we didn't have to worry about the plane getting cancelled or anything. And because we booked quite far in advance, it wasn't too expensive. So it could have been a lot worse for sure. For us, it was actually pretty all right. Had to get a special crayon allowance just to take my cake. Oh, God. That's very frustrating. I've gotten the impression that UK has really bad infrastructure for slight mobility and disability. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think a lot of it's a social thing, in that there's a lot of stereotypes about disabled people. And I can't lie, before I became disabled myself, I definitely had those stereotypes about disabled people, where I was like, they're not trying hard enough, they're not working hard enough, they do it to themselves, they just want to live off benefits. I also fed into a lot of that before I was disabled myself. So I also, like, from the perspective of, like, I get why, because whenever you see disabled people in the media, a lot of the time they are not portrayed very well. They're either portrayed as inspiration porn, or they're lazy. They're lazy and they don't care. They're not normal people. Their personality in the media is normally that they're disabled, which could go one of either way. Either, it's a really big thing, or it's like they are inspiration porn. There's not really a lot of in between. So I had pretty bad stereotypes about disabled people before it happened to me. And then you meet a lot more people when you become part of that community, especially people with your same disability. You can very easily meet them. Well, not maybe in person, but like online at least. And you realize that actually, first of all, a lot of the stereotypes come from the way that media portrays us, but also that, like, there is just really very little support. I think it's, as well, the UK in particular, there is a system in place for disabled people that is specifically there to keep them poor. And, like, that might sound like I'm being very, like, complaining and stuff like that, but the way that it works is you can't get disabled benefits if you earn money. Which means, on paper, it can be very difficult to then justify to employers that you do still need extra support, because the only way that you can be added to a list is either if you're very lucky and you get the good paperwork, or if you get that you get PIP, basically. And PIP is, first of all, a nightmare to get. It's incredibly not embarrassing. It doesn't treat you like a human. PIP. The PIP process treats you like less than human. So, like, mental health wise, it can be quite damaging, even if you're someone in a good place, which is crazy as well, because they give mental health support. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot you could go over. I'm not going to get into detail with it now, especially because I can see that somebody is stealing a duck, which means it's duck time. Let's bloody go. Let's get a heckin' duck. Now, Queena, you initially had the clown duck. Did you want the clown duck back, or did you have your eye on another duck? Because I believe, yes. So Shifty took that duck. Who says you can go in school holidays, you can take wherever you need, and it's flat. Yes. That does honestly sound pretty good. That does sound like a nice holiday as well. There. Collective culture of understanding leads to not much force put into better changes. Yeah, and again, this is another problem, and this is more of a Twitter problem. There's, like, a group of people that I would say that this wasn't a group that I was part of, but, like, I was more of the it can't be that bad kind of crowd. But there is a group of people on Twitter who are able-bodied, who think that they speak for all disabled people. Even as a disabled person, you don't speak for all disabled people. But it's the idea that we can't speak for ourselves, and it's like, it's very bad. I just been in denial. I didn't think I was disabled because I didn't want to be one of them. Yeah, that was the same for me. It's like, I can't be one of them. Also, oh my god, Zay, are we getting we get a double horn. Thank you so much for the hecking 30 months. Nothing to see here, just lots of loud noises. I want to start a war and take the skeleton. Queena, you devil. Wow. Good on you, Queena. I like to see you standing up to the mods. Hell yeah. Right, where are you then? I don't see you up here. I think maybe you're up here then? There you are. Good on you, Queena. Standing up to the people in power. Hell yeah. The purpose is there to demean you. It's not technically, but it is. Yeah, it's a very... It's difficult to explain, because it's like, it's the disability process, but it's also like, you need, like, I would say, even if you don't need help filling in the form, have people with you when you receive your feedback, or like you receive your letter back. And when you go, honestly, as well, I would also recommend having someone with you just for your mental health's sake, because PIP is nasty, really nasty. Even when you get the stuff that you want to hear, the way that they'll speak about you is like you are disgusting. You'll be spoken about like you are less than human. They kind of speak about you like you're a dog. It's pretty bad. So, For your own mental health, if you're applying for PIP, I highly recommend you have somebody else either go with you or be with you when you receive your results. I very much do not recommend doing it alone. And like, it should never be like that. It shouldn't be like, oh yeah, if you're applying for disability benefits in the UK, make sure you have someone with you, because it's like, it's really nasty, but like, I highly recommend to have someone with you. It's really nasty. It's like one of those things where we've considered going through it again here, because like, I do have it, especially because I have it on good paper, that, you know, I have this disability, that it's a medical disability, and that it's prevented me from working for my entire adult life, basically. I have worked, but I do have it that I shouldn't be, and that it unfortunately aggravates it. I also have the eyesight stuff as well, so it does help if you have stuff like, if you have even mobility issues written by a professional, or eyesight and hearing. But it's still, even then, not guaranteed. So, yeah, it's pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty. For my personal mental health and the issue I've had with PIP, we've changed the subject. We can change the subject. We can. Oh, dear. What's your favourite flavour of soup? Can you have a favourite flavour of soup? It's too diverse. There's too many options. Creamy chicken. Okay, well, I guess you have a favourite flavour. I don't think I can narrow it down to one. That's the abilities to work close to each other. We'll catch up one day, Rebecca. One day. Perfect for a jelly day. Seems bland. Listen, no, you like what you like and like. And honestly, a good chicken soup is not bland. It's like, a good chicken soup can be very flavorful. Especially if it's using real chickens. Not that fake chickens. The real ones. It can be really good. And your favorite ice cream? Mint choc chip. That's diversive. Yeah, that's... Ooh. Listen, I actually quite like mint choc chip. But I know many people who swear it's like the devil and like a disgusting flavor, and how dare they? I think it's all right. I mean, I wouldn't say it's my favorite personally. Like, I had this cheesecake. I had a cheese. I think it was a lemon cheesecake ice cream once, and I've never been quite the same since. So if I had to say like what the favorite flavor of ice cream that I've ever had, like, it's gotta be that one. But obviously that's not really a very easy to come by flavor. It's like, that's kind of the sort of one you get at like an ice cream stand. Like, you got to go out and get that. But I will never turn down cheesecake ice cream. I always looked at it like it was a bit weird, because like, why would you have cheesecake and ice cream and stuff like that? I don't understand it. But now that I've had it, I get it. I get it. It's really good. High recommendation to people in chat. Take a lactase ahead of time if you're lactose intolerant. But, oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. Ah, dear. My favourite soup is broccoli cheddar. Oh, I do like broccoli cheddar. I like broccoli Stilton as well, which is a little bit more common around us, but like broccoli cheese, just broccoli with cheese, honestly, not even in a soup. It's just good. Chocolate and blueberries. Oh, that does sound pretty good. You're all gonna make me hungry. Carrot, sweet potato, butternut squash. Oh, orange. I was gonna say, that feels like a soup that should have a name like that, like an autumn soup or something. But orange soup works very well as well. That's also a good name. I went to kindy that was made specifically. Oh, I'm gonna probably not read that, Taz, just because we have decided to change the subject. I don't want to invalidate what you've written, but yeah, just so that, because we have had a request to change subject. Do you have a favourite video game or show? Mint choc chip is my favourite flavour that's easy to get. Had lavender once though, and that was divine. Yeah, see, this is the thing, it's like there's a lot of flavours like that where it's like you kind of wish you could get them more often. Ah, dear. Mint choc chip is elite, and I'll fight anyone who's out of it. You need to fight a lot of people in my life. Like, I have so many friends who absolutely despise it, and I personally don't really understand, because I feel like it's just chocolate and mint, which is a pretty common flavour combination. But like, if you want to fight them for me, I agree with you. I honestly think it's pretty okay. Like, I make a nice curry chicken zucchini. we do curry chicken zucchini. Oh my god, I've never met anyone else who does a curry chicken zucchini soup. It's, oh, to be fair, we do it as a soup, not as the curry, but like, the flavors are the same. I have never met another who has that recipe. Potato in a soup is underrated. Also, Celtic. welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Chicken and mushroom is your fave? Yeah, very fair. Like, listen, it might be like a more standard flavor, but it's standard because it's good. Cookie dough, oh yeah, cookie dough ice cream is actually pretty damn good. And that is available. Ben & Jerry's is expensive though. But like, I will agree that it is good. I will agree it is good. Oh dear, I've never heard you that excited before. Well, it's because I've never heard anyone that makes that same soup, and it's like a family recipe soup, so it's like one of those ones where like you don't even really get recipes for it on the internet, because it's very much just like an old family recipe from like a family that would grow zucchinis or courgettes if you're in the UK. And so you never hear anyone talk about it, but it's so good. It's so good. Did I see your broccoli cheese message? I didn't. Do you dislike broccoli and cheese? Are you going to tell me you've never had broccoli and cheese? Like, I'm just going to guess at this point, George. Oh, broccoli and cheese ice cream. Okay. I just made the assumption you'd never had it. Gertie, how you big sayings on Minecraft? Oh, hell yeah. It was Pokemon Y. Okay. Maybe it was red bean paste. I've only had red bean paste once or twice, and I have enjoyed it, but I've always found it a bit different. I think because it's not a flavor that I'm used to. But I didn't dislike it. George comes into chat. Yeah, whatever you're talking about, I've never eaten it. I've never eaten it. No, never even heard of it. Is that even food? Is broccoli edible? You're getting a reputation, George. Oh dear. But your assumption is you've never made actually? God damn it, George. You've never had broccoli and cheese? But it's such a classic favourite combination. In the UK, we have a lot of broccoli and Stilton, but broccoli and cheddar is probably really good as well. Yeah, baked beans is sweet sounds, ugh. But it's weird, because it's kind of nice. I don't know how to explain it. It's good. I would recommend it. I mean, anything can be ice cream if you're brave enough. True. There's a channel that has an ice cream machine on it's like the sausage, the everyday sausage channel. It's like that, except for ice cream. And they've made baked beans ice cream. I think they've also made mayonnaise ice cream. Which, for me, that's like a sin, but like, okay. You do you. Have you guys seen ordinary sausage? Do I need to have an ordinary sausage rant? How familiar are you guys with ordinary sausage? If you're not familiar, ordinary sausage is a YouTube channel that makes sausages out of things that should really not be made into sausages, like water, like butter, like baked beans, like ice cream, like mayonnaise, and he makes them into sausages, and then he eats them and rates them. And it's like, it's incredibly gross, but it's so funny. And I think it's the fact that he always eats them. Like, he ate an oil sausage. And like, I don't know how your gut digests just an oil sausage. Like, I don't, you have a wicked gut if you could eat that, but it's incredibly cursed. No, it's blessed. You know what? I will say that it is mildly blessed because it has made me smile many a day. Oh dear. No cheese and broccoli? Yeah, it's good on pasta. They can put it on my pizza, and who say they can't put it in sweets? True. Are you the only person who hasn't had it? I also, there you go, you got Echo. Echo sounds with you. That sounds rough. It is rough, but it's also amazing. The guy who says, let's sausage, and he ranks him, yeah! I love all this stuff. Honestly, I don't remember why, but it got recommended to me one day, and I've just been a fan ever since. And then Shiny found the ice cream guy, who turns everything into ice cream. I'm like, it's the same thing as the sausages, but with ice cream. So like, really, what's not to love? What's not to love about this? I already love the sausage one. Honestly, more of this. I clearly enjoy this content. Keep giving it to me. Oh dear, it's very cursed, but it's also, it makes me smile every time. So really, how cursed can it be if it makes me smile every time? Reminds me of Kawaii Japan. Kawaii Japan on YouTube makes kitchen knives out of random things. Oh, I like that. Hell yeah. I mean, I'm assuming they don't eat the knife at the end, which is kind of part of the draw for me. But I still like the idea of it for sure. I don't think it'd be very safe to eat that. Okay. I'm just trying to get them to even out and they're refusing, so... Oh wait, I needed that. Oh no, wait, I didn't need that. Silly me. Oh wait, did I need that? No, I did need that. God damn it. Why are you such an idiot? Okay, get that in there. No more messing around. Of course they're going close together when you're not putting it in the stitch. Honestly, you do this to yourself. Alright. And maybe one more after this. I drew it a little bit longer, but I actually don't think I want it any longer than this. I think this is fine. This is a fine length. Hell yeah. And then I need one more. And then we'll climb back up it again, just to make sure everything is safe and in space. Hell yeah. So bobbly, so fun. I made out of water be pretty safe. That's true, actually. I guess I didn't consider the water knife. You're right. My brain skipped right past water knife. How naive of me. I can't believe that I didn't think of water knife. Of course, water knife, the safest of knives. God damn it. So I water and oil one heat. Oh wait, did he actually too distracted by food? Yeah, that's what it is. Brain can't work when I think about food. I just get hungry. Although that'd actually be a really good thing for me right now because my appetite's been really low. Oh dear, I could honestly do with eating a bit more. Oh dear. There we go. That's all one turned out pretty well. Yeah, it's interesting. Watch the videos to fall asleep sometimes. Ah, hell yeah. I'm gonna heat a lunchbox. It's homemade cabbage and mincemeat flat loaf called cabbage pudding. Okay, so I know to a lot of people that might not sound that exciting, but I actually adore cabbage. It is one of my favorite vegetables, and I don't get to eat it very often because I don't live with anyone who like loves cabbage as much as I love cabbage. So like, it's always a treat when I can eat cabbage because I don't get to eat it that often. I love it. I love cabbage. I think cabbage is fantastic. I think cabbage is very underrated. It's an overlooked vegetable, but it's really good. Oh, it's tasty, but it smells. Yeah, it does smell a bit, but like, I like the smell of cabbage, so I'm okay with it. Because I also enjoy cabbage. All the music I need for background play and play without paying a cent. Hell yeah. Nice. Oh dear. What time is it anyway? I guess it's getting pretty close to lunchtime, but I still got work to do, so I'm not going anywhere. Oh heck, wait, a silent raid? Why did it not pop up? Welcome on in, Stitch. How is your stream and what did you get up to? What is happening? We're being orphanically being Ed. Oh no. Orphan, I might need pronunciation. I'm so sorry. But welcome on in. How was your stream? What did you get up to? I hope you're doing well. That one works. Wheels, thank you so much for the follow. Hi, Orphan Stitch. Hi, Billiam, Babble. We got Vitini? Welcome on in. We have Wheels, of course. Thank you so much for the follow. We got LeQuessin, Wheels. Dang it, I always forgot to copy the raid messages. Half the time I copy the name of the person that we raid, and then everyone spams raid messages, and I'm like, name! I just yell the name of the streamer by accident because I've copied the wrong message. Welcome on in though. How was your stream and what did you get up to? If you're not aware, anyone who was here already, Orphan is another streamer on Twitch who basically specializes heavily in the arts and makers and crafting sections. So if you are looking for more makers and craftings to follow, makers and craftings? Yeah, sure, makers and craftlings to follow, definitely check out Orphan. And Gamer, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. And Teeny, welcome. I bought a big one and the leftover cabbage I put in for me. Oh, sour cabbage. Sorry, you've joined a food conversation. If any of you need to get snacks or look after yourself after stream with food especially, highly recommend going and getting yourself that food because we're on the topic of food right now, which means that you might get hungry. Someone else, wait, really? Look, yes! Yes! That never happens though. Working on fancy large Alice in Wonderland cross stitch. And you are indeed a craftling. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a craftling. It makes you sound like a gremlin. That was not my intention, I promise. It just sort of came out. Welcome to the craftlings. We're making at the moment, we're doing a jellyfish embroidery. So all of the background work is free motion, and then we're going in and hand stitching the tentacles and adding some beads and like sparkles and stuff like that. This is particularly a compass jellyfish is what we've based this one on, hence the color scheme. Yeah, this one's just a test. This one will probably end up going up in the craft room, to be honest. It'll probably be for me, because we're practicing. We're practicing at the moment. Yeah. But if anyone's coming for the first time that doesn't know me, hello, hi, my name is Jelly. I make costumes. This is the kind of costumes that I normally make. I was very lucky to take part in TwitchCon EU last year, which is why I have a lovely, lovely video to show you of what my costumes tend to be. We are on a bit of a cosplay hiatus right now because I'm not allowed to start the new costume yet, because there is like a time, it's like a time limited costume, right? So you have to do it within the time limit. So we can't make a new costume yet. However, we will make a new one probably starting in February, depending on when they allow entries open. So yeah, we're on a bit of a cosplay hiatus, but we'll get back to it. Also, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go, get rid of that. Hello, it me. Oh dear. Check out Choco Cow's video. New events, he makes desserts without talking. Ooh. Oh, the Jellyfish, cool, thank you. Also, Straight, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. It is just a test. There are some issues. So one of the issues we've had is that you can kind of see the fabric bunching. Also, you can't see this anymore because I cut it off, but the hoops damaged the fabric. This is a very, very thin fabric. So it just hasn't held up super well to being under the machine. Which is fine. I can still use it for other things, and it's a fabric that I have in my store anyway, so it's not like I've bought it specifically for this, but it does mean that probably going forward I'll need a slightly thicker fabric. Is that placid? It is. So we have a redeem. It is a bit of a high redeem where people can redeem getting a duck named after them and steal a duck. So all of the names of people in chat, hell yeah. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with it. Sleeping Luck. Oh, Billiam, get some good Z's. Thank you so much for popping by. Do you ever ship your work? No, not yet, but I will be. So one of my goals, which is why we're not entering any cosplay competitions this year, is because I want to open a store and sell like trinkets and small things, like the kind of stuff that we're making at the moment. To make art, to make trinkets. I've been making like a bit of a stock at the moment of like Halloween stuff, because at the moment the likelihood is we'll be opening store probably September, Augusty time, so a lot later in the year. But I've been making little sparkly twinkets for that. But it's going to be a few months until we're properly ready to open it. Oh dear. Can you put strengths where the frame touches? Maybe. I could actually, but I will say even the stitches is kind of... I could, if that was the only problem, I think, do that. But unfortunately, I think even adding the beads it's like tearing the fabric a little bit. It's fine. This is a very, very thin fabric. There are other see-through fabrics you can get that are not so thin as this one that I could use. And, you know, it's fine. It means I get art for my craft room. So you know what? I'm not complaining. Listen, if it wants to go wrong, oh no, what a shame. Art for me. Oh, I'm a selfish crafter. I'm like, oh, I could give this art away, or I could keep it, and it could be mine. Oh no, my hole! That's okay, I can loop it around there. Excuse me, but I'm selfish. Shellfish, exactly, I'm shellfish. A shellfish crafter. Indeed, indeed. Oh dear. It's nice though, because all of the tests, the ones that don't go like 100% well, I can just keep them. And that's nice. I like that. Oh dear. Try covering your fabric. Yeah, so normally I do that anyway. And I do that from the back. So I've made these before. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see some that we made a couple months ago for Boobtober. And those were all back covered with felt. But this one I specifically wanted the front to be see-through, which is I can't add the felt until I finished working on that bit. There is an order. But yeah, nah, it's okay. Do not worry. I have plans. There are other fabrics I could use. I think this is quite common with crafting is you find that one thing doesn't work and you just edit it ever so slightly. Because the embroidery I'm really enjoying. And I think that it looks good, but like close up there are issues, and the thing is, if all of the issues are the fabric, that's actually ideal. Because it just means I change the fabric, you know? That's good. If every single issue is the fabric, that's fine. It's more of a problem, honestly, if I'm having like, oh, the fabric is causing this, but then also this is happening, and then also this, and then the beads are doing this. Then it's more of a problem, because then I have to change the whole design. I'm quite okay with just changing the fabric, honestly. Oh, dear. There we go. Do I need to go much further? Probably like one more stitch, which is good because I've actually nearly run out of thread. I should really be stitching back up this thing, but I don't think I had the thread for that, not with this beading needle. But I think I'll be able to tie it off, and I can maybe go down it again later. There we go. I mean, wrapping the frame with felt, yeah. Don't worry, I get what you mean, but it wouldn't save, I can't really show you it. Do you see, like, there are bits next to it where it's, like, ripping, the stitches are ripping the fabric because it's so thin? And so you're going over the same places again. It's mainly around the beads, if I'm being honest, which is probably because the beads are a little heavier. It's not just that. Yeah. There's a few reasons why this is not the ideal fabric, but it's okay because I have thousands of fabrics and it's not a big problem. And again, if all of the issues can be solved by just changing the fabric, that's actually ideal. So yeah, please don't worry about it. Yeah, it's all good. I am actually semi-professional at this. I know what I'm talking about. So if it's just the fabric, it's all good. Then you can go one maple ice cream recipe in the Discord. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. We always want more recipes. This is where I would keep. Oh, sorry, did I miss that? No, have a good heck and lurk. Oh yeah, this is Kath saying the same thing. You're all good. There you go. I think the stew I mentioned is cowboy cabbage stew. Fancy hacking name, cowboy cabbage stew. Well, so you can see the difference between one that's had it reinforced and one that hasn't. I might actually put the thread in that side, since it's just for me anyway, and just reinforce it a little bit, because it's a bit thin. It's a little bit thin. Oh, so real. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. We're getting there. Oh dear, Jelly, professional. Yeah, I know, right? How did that happen? Oh dear. I've kind of had to start saying it though, because I remember in Mateus, I don't know how many people were here for Mateus, but a lot of people kept telling me that it wouldn't work. And I was just like, I need you to trust me. Please. And we ended up even getting a command for it called trust the process, because we had so many people coming in and telling me that it wouldn't work. And it was like every single stream. And they'd be like, yeah, I know what you're doing, but that's not going to work. And you're just there like, please trust me just a teeny tiny bit. I ask for little, just a small smidgen of trust that my stuff will work. I remember somebody, even when I said like, would you please trust me? They never came back. They didn't trust me. They were like, no, what is this idiot doing? You can't do that with that embroidery. And then they refused to come back. They were like, I told them please trust the process, and then they were out. Don't worry, I get it. I understand. I'm a very flaky lady. I understand why the trust might not be inherent. I get it. Oh dear. I'm gonna go up one and just come back the other, rather than doing it all in one and then having lots of extra thread at the end. Oh dear, been dealing with people tonight, really? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can take some time for yourself if that's happening. Think about though. Oh dear, Golden, if you need to get some Z's, you know what to do. Go get them heckin' Z's. Sleep is always the most important thing. Oh dear. That is one thing. I will say, I was worried it was just me that got those kind of comments when people would come in and tell you that like your work wasn't going to work. Especially, I'll be honest, when it comes to crafting and baubles, not so much, because I am a bit newer to that. But when it comes to the cosplay, I'm not new to that. I have been cosplaying for like 10 years. But I thought maybe it was just because I looked a bit younger or something like that, and that's why people were doing it. And I went into Amazonian cosplay, who is literally the world champion of cosplay, as in the best cosplayer in the world right now, and people were still doing it to her. So you know what? I think it's just a thing that Twitch is like, yeah. But we're pretty good in this chat. A lot of people give suggestions, and I love a good suggestion. We don't so often, unless I'm making cosplay, get people come in and tell me that my work straight up won't work. It was so funny though. I was just lurking at the time and I was like, oh, this person does not know where they are. That's so straight. Thank you so much for the follow. It was so funny because they come in and they're like, yeah, so if you do it like that, that's not going to work very well. And I was like, you are literally talking to, like, at the moment, the bit one of like I'd say there's a couple there's like probably 3 world champions at any one time, one of the top 3 cosplayers in the world, and you have come into their chat and told them their work is not gonna you don't know where you are, you're lost, you're very lost. Like out of all the people, again it's different, like offering suggestions and being like, have you tried this, have you tried that, but when you go in and tell the world champion cosplayer that they're doing something wrong, it's like, ugh, especially if it's your first message. You're lost, friend. You're lost. Out of all the places you could have typed that, this is probably one of the worst places on Twitch. Because I think it's very unlikely that they have confused their embroidery, especially because they are an embroidery specialist. Yeah, oh god, it was so funny though. Oh dear, troll's gonna troll. True. You do wonder how many of them are just trolls, like, come in and say like, you know, this isn't gonna work, lol. But like, you do wonder. It's a bit different if it's like a community member, but like when it's someone new, like, okay. Surely you jest. But it was very funny. I would say, as someone just watching the stream, I was pissing myself. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh dear. It's because Amazonia looks really young, I think. I think for her it is that. Like, she looks very young, and I think people assume that young equals, like, inexperience. Like, they probably don't know what they're doing. They probably just picked up embroidery for the first time kind of thing. It's like, oh. Ooh. Not quite. Not quite. I mean, they are young, to be fair, but they also look young. Oh dear. I'm pretty sure she's a fair few years younger than I am. She acts a lot more mature than me, though. I still laugh at poop jokes. Oh, there we go. Oh dear, it's Pokemon. The first one. Oh, YouTube channel. Oh, lovely. Hell yeah. Why are you doing it? Doesn't look like it should work even. Yeah. I'll say Amazonia stuff is good enough that it doesn't look like it should work, but it will. And you trust because they're the world champion. I feel fan presenting people get it more often, sadly. Not the mask presenting people don't. But then there aren't really too many mask presenting people in makers and crafting, sewing especially. There's a few, and especially around TwitchCon you get a lot more come in. But like regulars on Twitch, there aren't so many. Honestly, if you're mask presenting and you wanna get into the makers and crafting section, hello, hi. I'd love to shout you out. It'd honestly be really nice to see some more male tailors on makers and crafting, because there's some fantastic male cosplayers who do predominantly tailoring and stuff like that, and they're fantastic. Come to Twitch. Come to Twitch. I don't have very much to offer, but it'd be really nice to see you. It's been cool to see you, you know? I did it again. Thank you! Have a lovely look. I hope that it goes well. I'm using X technique. How come you're using that technique? I've gotten that impression that it might not work. Yeah, there's like, or even just say that you don't think it, like, ignore that last line. Just, why are you using that technique? That suffices, because then they can give an explanation, and that will explain probably why it works in this case. Like, just ask, like, why are you doing that? How are you doing that? Like, it's just a lot more polite than coming in and being like, I don't think your idea is going to work. Because even if that is true, that's like a really, how to put it? If just as an example, the person you're speaking to is really new to crafts, they're likely to make more mistakes. But if you're coming in and the first thing you're saying is, I don't think that's going to work, you might put them off trying it again. Like, from the perspective of someone who wants to encourage everyone to give cosplay a go, because like I love it and I'm very biased, I think that's a really bad way of helping someone learn a new skill. I think telling them that's not going to work, it's not going to work, you're not doing it right, that's not going to do it. It's like, it's a really good way of putting someone off something forever. Also, Tab! Welcome on in, I hope all of your art's going well. Welcome, welcome. Talking to someone making a professional level cosplay didn't make it sample or use it for something else before. Yeah, it's just like a negative way of approaching it. And like, again, I will say, in this community, it's not really been community members that have been doing it. It's mainly been people coming in for the first time. And I've even had people come in and be like, they very much, like, honey, I've been sewing for 30 years. I know what I'm talking about. What you're doing is destined to fail. And it's like, if you've been sewing for 30 years, you would know that's not how you encourage someone to enjoy a craft. Even if they were right, which they weren't, that's like the best way of putting someone off your hobby, is to speak down to them like they're an idiot. Again, it's not community members. I'm quite happy to talk about it because it's people that I've like been like actually no to and they've never come back for the most part. But yeah, it's like such a horrible way of like saying like I also enjoy the same hobby as you. It's, yeah, and I don't know why people do it. Some of the time I do think, like Zay said, it probably is just people trolling. But I think sometimes people legitimately think it makes them look like a good person in chat, or it gets them points in chat because they're experienced. Whereas I think if someone came into my chat and was like, you know, I have 30 years experience and I'm here to tell you that what you're doing is stupid, I think the majority of chat would be like, who's this wanker? Like, Jesus Christ, we're here having fun. I think the majority of the community would be like, geez. Like, ugh. Oh dear, who's this absolute tit? It doesn't matter if you're skilled. If you come in talking like that, no one's gonna look at you like you're a cool person. Or hip and cool. Heart, gold, soul, silver? I've heard that one's meant to be quite fun, but I have not played it myself. But I did consider it. But I didn't. I didn't do it in the end. I might go back to it though. What is happening? Please give me that. Thank you, thank you. Don't worry about Pokemon that says I need to learn more. Hell yeah. I usually ask if I usually say this is my way that works best for me, but if you found another way that works best for you, a very hecking mature response, as expected from Kath. Oh dear. Oh dear. Doing a run. Oh, with the Mons. The potential post-gen for lovely. Oh dear. Usually it's like, oh yeah, another person will say craft as me. Cool. And like, I'll ask questions. I am, especially these days, because I'm a little less shy. I used to be very shy. I used to not speak at all. I wouldn't even write lurk in chat. I would just be like completely invisible. But I'm a lot less shy these days. And normally if I wonder, I'll just ask. I'll be like, how are you doing that? How are you making those feathers? How are you sticking those bits together? How are you doing this? And like 99% of the time, unless they're like, you know, they've got a very complicated part on their hands, they're happy to just tell me. And then like, yeah, it might be different to how I do it. But at the end of the day, I've just learnt a new way of doing something that I already enjoyed. It doesn't matter if I'm not going to use it. It's something to add to the arsenal of knowledge, you know. And again, I very much see they're probably just trolls kind of thing, because a lot of the time it feels like it, but I think some of the time they're just people who want to get a one-up in chat. I think probably most of you know the kind of people I'm talking about. But they just want to one-up in chat, and then they'll probably, as soon as they've done that and called me stupid, the next thing they 99% of the time will do is promote their own stream. And it's like, okay, yeah. I will give you a small tad of advice. If you are looking to become a crafter on Twitch, that is probably the worst way of promoting yourself. The worst way. Like, if you go in, tell someone they're bad at their craft, that you do it better, and then advertise your stream, I'll smile and wave because I am a streamer, right? You know, if it happens, it happens. I'm here to keep the mood up, you know? But I will never raid into you. I will never promote you. You will not get a single shout out from here. And I will warn the mods, who are sometimes also crafters, about you, so that you don't get any shout outs likely from anyone in the community. Because I'll be like, hey, just a heads up. I had this person come into my chat at this time today and they said this. And yeah. And the makers and crafting community is relatively small. So if you come in and you're an asshole, everyone knows. Like, everyone's gonna know. It's a really easy way of killing that career straight away. Oh dear. But also the game doesn't know. Like, yeah. Oh dear. I'm like a pen hold and crochet with others are a knife hold. Both is different and both are correct. Yeah, like octopuses and octopi, technically you can say either. You pick the one you like. Also, thank you for the bee. The bees are some of my favourite heckin' emotes that hype trains have ever done. Bloody love the bees. Oh dear. Oh, sorry, I'm a hardcore fan. I also access my novels. Hell yeah. Oh dear. Also, Tab, having a great 2023, Jellyfish. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much for the lurking. I hope that your art's been going well. Do you still do a lot of streaming on Twitch? I know you normally streamed at times where I was like asleep. Sorry, I really needed to hiccup then. Asleep. But are you still keeping up with it, or are you mainly focusing on your own projects off Twitch? For those who aren't aware, Terp is an artist. They're actually one of the first people I met when I went live. They're one of the first people that came into my channel, like, nearly 3 years ago. A very sweet beat, a very talented artist. Thank you for the hick. Crafty, I'm working on my 4th novel. That's a hecking achievement. How often do you celebrate that? I think you should celebrate that like every single week, to be honest. That feels like a weekly celebration. Yeah, Terp was one of the first people I ever met on Twitch. Like, not face to face, but like as another artist or crafter. They were one of the first. I think they came in about a month after I started streaming with an Andy raid. And then they stuck around. Hello again. Oh no, you're fine. Oh my god, are we stealing a duck? 4 dads. Is it duck time? Okay, let me get this stitch in and then I will bring up the ducks for your choice of stealing. There we go. All right. Let's bring up the duck menu. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There you go. Which duck do you want, 4 dads? We have this page of ducks. We have this page of ducks. And then we do have, this duck doesn't have a name yet. It's the only one without a name, but you don't need to pick it because of that. You can have any of the ducks. And I want the flamethrower duck. Ah, that is a highly contested duck. Next stream, I'll let you know if you still have it. But let's get you. That's the Not Yours Mine is the name of the duck right now. It is now 4 dads. Hey, new duck who this? Also Shifty. Do you see this? Shifty. Do you see what happened when you were away? Look at this duck here. That's not Shifty Fluke anymore. Whoa, how did that happen? Oh dear. There we go. We got Flamethrower Duck. Where is Flamethrower Duck? There you are. You're right there. Here you are. We got you. We got you. Oh dear. I do. Queena. Oh dear. There we go. Thank you for picking a duck. Nothing to see there. Nothing to see there. Oh, sorry, Kath. My bad. I'm so sorry. I'm a bit slow on the reading. They're all there though. Don't worry. They're all there. They're all there. Oh dear. I try to stream when I can to assist in motivation and getting things done when I haven't set myself to a schedule. That's actually very fair. That's very, very fair. It is definitely motivating to have, like, you know, people come in or like almost hold you accountable for the crafts that you do to make sure that you finish things and stuff, because people want to see stuff finished and it's like, okay, that makes me want to finish it more. I'll never find myself. Don't think so, Echo. Oh yeah, Echo, are you still there? I don't think so either. No, it is back to Grobbit again. I'm so sorry. The knife duck is incredibly contested, so yeah. Oh dear. There's a few ducks that a lot of people really want. Knife duck has probably been the most contested so far. I think it's changed hands nearly 10 times. We've only been stealing ducks for like a month, so that's quite intense. Weirdly, I think it's sometimes to do more with the people than the ducks themselves that makes them contested, because the polka dot duck, it's only contested by 2 people. And it's the same 2 people that keep fighting over it. And I think it's because they want to take the duck from each other. So it's not the duck itself that's popular. It's the people. The people are the popular one. Same with File Mods, who doesn't have a duck still. Well, I don't think it was the duck that made it want to be stolen. Oh dear. Ebby Sue, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, we're having a duck chat right now. Chat about duck politics, you know? I hope you're doing well though. Welcome, welcome. Need to start soon so I can actually finish stuff. Yes, it really helps hold you accountable for that, because people want to see the finished product, right? So they'll like, if you haven't finished it, they'll come in and be like, where is it? Why haven't you finished it, huh? Not in a bad way, but like they want to see it. And that definitely makes you want to finish things more, because you want to show people what they want to see. Oh dear, there we go. Got another tentacle in. We're getting there. We're getting there. Who doesn't want a stabby duck? Exactly, everyone wants a stabby duck. Oh dear. I admit I was cocky with last notes because I thought I could write 2 sets of notes in a year, and nah! Listen, that's nothing wrong with that. Setting big goals is not, I think, a problem. I have lofty goals sometimes. Not very often, to be quite honest. I keep expectations for me real low. But every now and again I add a lofty goal. I was writing scripts on top of that. Yeah, I think I've had Knife Tuck 4 or 5 times. Amazonia's had it a couple times. Grobbit's had it a few times as well. I think somebody else took it very briefly, but I think they only had it. I think maybe Sleeves had it for like a minute and then it was gone. But yeah, it's a very, very contested duck. People love that duck, and understandably so. It's an icon. There we go. Wow. So yeah. I love how competitive the ducks have got, to be honest. It brings me a lot of joy. It is not what I initially assumed would happen when I added it to the channel, but I do love that it's happened. Also, we're getting there. It's so textured, I love it. DuckCon, heck yeah, DuckCon. Also, thank you for the egg smash, Scott. I'm pleased my little molten duck slips under the radar. It does. There's again, it's quite a showy duck, but like, so far, you've been quite safe, touch wood. No one's taken my duck either, which I find incredibly surprising, but I'm not mad about it. Like, I would like to keep my duck. My duck gives birth. Maybe that's what it is. No one wants the responsibility of babies. I seem to be missing some content on the duckies. Could you explain? Yeah, Terps. So, we, a few months ago, added the ducks to the channel. So the ducks right now, you should be able to see them behind chat. If you have a little look behind chat on the stream, can you see ducks floating around? So, we have a new redeem for channel points, that if you spend 10,000 channel points, you can take a duck. And the duck will be named after you. So, like, for instance, you see, like, well, Night Fever is not a good example, but we have Hebes, who is a streamer. We have Grobbit. We have Four Dads, who just picked this one. We have Chucky. We have Ada Shadowrul. We have George instead of George. We have Unpredictable. But all of these are people, Sandman, there you go, streamers or people that have popped into chat, and they name a duck, and then the duck floats behind the chat as we stream. Yes. There you are. Oh, wait, did I miss you, Cat? Where were you? Where were you? Where are you? Why can't I see you? God damn it. At least you found yourself. Listen, that's what's most important. George. George. No one's even my duck either because they realize it'll blow up in their face. Yeah, your duck disappears very quickly. So I think a lot of the time, that one and Sone's duck as well, because they disappear so quick, I think people aren't so attracted towards them. But I think they're really cool ducks. But obviously, like, yeah, not everyone's favourite. Be a long time if I'm gonna make a quack. This is the thing though, when we introduced it, I'd already been streaming for like 2.5 years. So thank you for the horns, eh? A lot of the regulars had hundreds of thousands of channel points. And so it's like, if I set it too low, it will be manic duck stuff every single stream. So we have to set a little barrier on it to make sure that my whole stream is not ducks every single week. But honestly, the 10,000s worked well. People have been able to save up for that, like, within a month, normally. Ah, dear. Trying to math on how long it takes to have enough points to claim all... 10,000 a duck. Let me find you how many ducks there are. Oh, wrong one. There are... it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 10 in a row. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4... 4, so 47 on the first page. And then 67... 74, 75, 76, 77. 77. There's 77 ducks right now, so you would need 770,000 channel points. There you go. Quite a few. I don't think anyone's got that many yet, but like 200,000, 300,000, I know people have that. Oh, Mr. Frightful claimed a duck. They did. Thank you for letting me know. I'm so sorry, Mr. Frightful. Let's get us in the big screen. But Mr. Frightful, what duck do you want? You gotta pick a duck now. Who are you gonna steal from? We have so many ducks that you could steal. Which duck are you feeling? There's so many. I did. I'm so sorry. I can afford 13 ducks. That's a lot of ducks. Oh dear. Just stated the obvious. Yeah, it'd be a long... That's fair. Too many Vengerhorns got me low on channel points. That is fair. Yeah, I think a few people are in the same boat as you, especially with the blue and the party ones as well, because they're a lot more channel points. Right, what are we thinking? Whose duck do you want to steal? Do you have a favourite duck? We have a few down there as well. And then we have these ducks. Oh my god, it's a Dem! Dem, how was the rest of your stream? I'm sorry that I had to lurk for most of it. I hope it went well though. Heckin' Dem! How about the skelly looking one? Yes, we could do the skelly looking one. Oh my god. Someone tell Queener that they have lost their bean, as did Shifty. Where are you? Where are you? You're somewhere. There you are. Mr. Frightful, there's your duck. There he is. Oh god, he's getting bashed around right now. I ain't gonna see it yet. No stealing my duck. Wait, yeah, Dem, I've got your duck here. We're just waiting for it to appear right now. Here's the Dem duck. I had to rename it because they disappeared after that. But so far we have yet to get Dem duck, but it is there. Oh dear, I'm saving points for the stream. Understandable. I know Vile's doing the same thing. They've been killed already. Oh dear, is my duck in? Not yet. They're still spawning them, unfortunately. It's taken a really long time for some of them to show up. But I guess I did that the first time as well, so yeah. It's so bad for the username. It is. Welcome on in, Dems Beans, though. We are making a jellyfish embroidery right now. This one's just going to be for me. There's some errors in it, some problems. I'm working out the kinks right now. But we're making little jellyfish embroidery, and I've got some other plans as well. It's got lots of little beads in it. It's very textured. The back is done with freemotion embroidery, and the front is all hand embroidery. And it's been really good. We've been having a good time. Dear, sits in foolish misery outside the pool. Honestly, though, some of the ducks do. They either sit at the bottom of the pool or they fall out, and they just sit by the side of the pool, like... where, like, huh? I fell out, help. And you can't touch them. It's not like an interactive game. You just have to leave them be. Snooze time. 4Dads, take care of yourself. Get some good Z's. For those who aren't aware, 4Dads is also a streamer on Twitch. They do a lot of model stuff. Racing stuff. Vehicle stuff. If any of that sounds interesting, which I think probably at least one of them will. You're like 4Dads. Thank you for shouting them out. My duck is anti-social. I mean, they will turn up eventually. I'm sure that they will. Crafty decided that Greninja will be in the... Wait, will they? Oh, you know what though? It doesn't really affect me right now, Real. Because right now, I have like 200 snoms, 1 shiny snom, and my starter. Oh, although I did get a ghost type snom. Absolutely useless. They don't learn any ghost type moves, but I did get a ghost type snom, which I did call Shifty. I'm still trying to get type snoms for the rest of the mods, because at the moment they're just plain snoms, and I would like to have them typed. But, yeah. Yeah. Right now I feel like all of the events matter little to me, because I'm still trying to farm snoms. We'll probably do a stream for that maybe this week. I want to do Bugs next, because I want to get that game finished. We'll see what days present themselves. There we go. You need a certain gym to change types. Yeah, I'm just Snom. Snom. There it is. Thank you for Snom. Honestly, we could really do with more Snom. Always more Snom. I have shiny Frostmoth, but no Snom. Everyone seems to speed up Gen 9 her, but me, I love Frostmoth, but I will say my heart is with Snom. My heart is with Snom, but I do love Frostmoth as well. And I do think shiny Frostmoth very pretty, because it adds a little bit of green colour to it. Very cute. I will say, shiny Snom, basically invisible. So hard to tell if it's shiny or not, because there's so many shadows on the snow, and the face, it's only the face, or like the only thing that looks different is the face in the new Pokemon game. So like, it's really hard to see, and like, I nearly walked straight past it, and I was literally hunting just for shiny Snom. I nearly walked straight past it because it just didn't look. It just didn't look like a shiny. Ah dear. Go hunting shiny rat because they're so tiny and the change. Oh yeah, the hamster. Yeah, it's very small. I keep running into them by accident because they are so tiny. So yeah, don't blame you at all. That is a pain in the ass one, I imagine, to hunt. Snom is kind of the same, but I was only hunting one thing, so it wasn't quite so bad. I still would like more than one shiny, but that's okay. Here's some of the DLCs announced next month. That'd be really cool. Not that I've played the game really at all yet. I need to stop just collecting Snoms. Like, I have friends who have Violet and they're like, hey, do you want to trade Pokemon? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. All I have is Snoms. I need to collect the exclusives so that I can trade them with you still. And they're like, haven't you been playing it for weeks? And I'm like, yes, I have been playing it for weeks. Doing one very particular thing. And it's... I feel kind of bad at this point. I meant to be trading with people and I've just been collecting hundreds of Snoms and they like didn't believe me and I was like, no, let me show you a picture of my boxes. Just full full of snom. Oh, I'm very committed. I love snom. I've got that commitment. Oh dear. No, it is a pain in the ass one to try and get though because it just looks so similar. Crafty, don't worry, I'm behind too, thank you. I'm glad that it's not just me. I think as well because in streaming world everyone like goes so quickly through games and I'm just there like, ooh. Don't mind me, just, you know, collecting 100 snom. I think my main party of snoms are about level 40 something. Most of them have been raised from eggs other than the shiny snom because I wanted to be able to use them in battle. And that's taken a while as well. Because snoms are very weak. I've mainly been having to use candies because they're so goddamn weak. Like, they just die to everything. I mean, that is part of their charm though, I think. The weakness is part of the charm. But damn, it makes it hard to level them up any other way. To just die constantly. But behind because I need to finish editing my gym bed. Oh, fair. You've got a good reason for being behind then. I'm behind because I've bred thousands of snoms. Snoms. Also, thank you for the snom in chat, Dem. I needed that. The boost of snom to understand why I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? Why am I collecting so many snoms? That's why, for that cute little heckin' face. Also, Dem, I should say, because obviously you've been streaming this morning, if you need to go get any snacks or rest or anything like that after stream, you know the drill, but like, please do. As much as we love having you here, I don't want you starving or anything, especially since you've been ill as well. Wow. There we go. Snom is cute. Snom is so cute. I hate how we gotta take breaks from art now. Restart how to get it. Yeah. Crochet does that to me. I love crochet, but I can only crochet for so long, because otherwise my wrist starts hurting. Although I will say, an ergonomic needle did a lot more than I thought it would for my wrist. Hell yeah. Snom. Oh, Pokemon are plural. Stoms. Yeah, but snoms. Schnoms. It's like fishes. I love fishes. I know it's not the correct word, but then I say a lot of stupid words. I still say Britland when referring to, like, the UK, or Britain specifically. Britland. I love Britland. And Canada. Oh, dear. Okay. We're getting there. I think we'll have plenty of thread for this one as well, which is good. There we go, Britland, classic jelly. Yeah, I love Britland. Oh, well, that's where I'm from. When people come in and they're like, where's your accent from? I tell them Britland. And you know what? I haven't lied. My accent is General Britland. Oh, dear. Oh, Mareep. Oh, I have 4 shiny Mareep right now. I wasn't hunting Mareep at all, but I was using Mareep to, like, train up my snoms and stuff. So I've given one of them away. But I still have 3 shiny Mareep. There wasn't even an outbreak or anything. I've just killed thousands of them. Training up my snoms. Weirdly, only Mareep though. I've killed a lot of Hoppip as well. And I haven't had any shiny Hoppips, but I have had 4 shiny Mareeps, which does feel like a little unlikely. But there you are. Oh dear, British accent. Yeah, British. I started training cute baby Pokemon teams, and they're fun. Number one, tampon in steak. But I've the Ivy Sato scale, so they're forever brittle beans. Yeah, they are very, very brittle beans. And like, Snom is very weak just generally as well against everything. Snow is not the best type. Oh dear. Thank you, British food. Yeah. I've said you have 2 Hoppips. I don't know how I've not got a single Hoppip, but I got 4 Mareeps because I swear I was killing as many Hoppips as I was killing Mareeps. If anything, I feel like I was actually killing more Hoppips because they were spawning in groups, whereas the Mareep were not. But that's not how it worked out for me, at least. Not that I'm particularly attached to Hoppip or anything, it just feels weird. It just feels unusual that it would happen that way. Guess that's the game. I'm pre-shiny charm. Me too. I've not done a single gym or anything, actually. I've not done a single anything other than breeding snoms. So I'm pre-entire game. I've just done the tutorial. And that's actually it. Yeah. What's happened here? How did that... What is it? What? There you go. What's this as well, though? What? Are you knotting? You don't look like a knot. shoot that back through there. I don't know what happened there. It was weird. I still need to go through it though. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. It worked the second time. I don't know why that happened. Oh dear. Pokemon is just a shiny stone breeding sim. Exactly, that's all it is. I'll never see Hoppipers useless ever again. Good. Grass and flying, hell yeah. I think if you get a shiny, you're like automatically kind of attached to them, even if it's not your favorite Pokemon. Like, I like Mareep before, but now that I've got a shiny Mareep, I'm like, okay. I like Mareep a little bit more now. Also, the shiny Mareep is very cute. They look like they're made of cotton candy. So that definitely helps. Cotton candy Mareep definitely boosted my opinion of Mareep in general. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I disliked the Pokemon before, but like, yeah, having the shiny of it definitely made me feel more attached to it. Grass flying is excellent. Yeah, honestly, couldn't be Snom. Couldn't be Snom. Bloody bug snow. Also, ice bug even. But I love Snom, and it's gotta be Snom. God, ice bug. Oh dear. How's the Snom eye, by the way? It's so big. It's a big army. I've got a lot of Snoms. Like, if anyone needs a Snom, they're not necessarily going to be that good, but I have them. I have many Snom. I kind of want to go one further this time, actually. I want to go just a little bit longer than the other side. I don't want to be completely symmetrical, because jellyfish are not symmetrical, like ever really. So I can't go completely symmetrical because that's not accurate. Go. And as everyone knows, accuracy is actually my middle name. Especially when it comes to crafts, I'm incredibly accurate. There you go. Let's sew that back up then. And thicken the tentacle a little bit. If I have any spare thread, I might use it to thicken the rest of the other tentacle, which I didn't get the whole way up. And then we have one more tentacle to add in it. It's one of the ones at the back that doesn't have beads, which actually means I can put my beads to one side. I would like to maybe use some white beans. Beans? Beads. White beads. Not beans. Basically accurate staples. Very accurate. Pinpoint accuracy. Straight into my thumb. Oh dear, it's Shellos. Because I feel like they'd be good friends. Aww. Hell yeah. Fair. Understandable. I like Shellos as well. Oh dear. Oh, I have to show you guys this Snom army at some point. I think you'll be quite impressed. I did give a couple away to people that just wanted Snoms, but I still have the vast majority of Snoms. They're mainly level 1 because of eggs. A couple of them, I think I must have like done some battles with them after they hatched because they're like level 11 or something, but most of them are level 1. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these Snoms. I guess just flood the market with Snoms and see what we get back. People are going to be really mad that I keep giving them Snoms, though. I'm going to make a lot of enemies. Oh, dear. Oh. Hell yeah. He's cute. And bobbly. He's cute and bobbly. And then all the way up here. What? And across there. Oh dear, you can have 2 shiny Hoppip, shiny Murkrow, shiny Sudowoodo, shiny Roly-Poly, shiny Covenant. My god, you got so many shinies! Good on you, hell yeah. I've just got so many Mareeps. Oh, you're getting some Z's? Take care, Jords. If you guys haven't met Jords before, Jords is another streamer on Twitch. They do a variety of content, like different games. They've done mukbangs in the past. They do a lot of stuff over there. But they're mainly just a really relaxing channel to hang out with. They've got very chill vibes. Very nice place. Thank you for doing the wet shout out. They're also the dampest streamer. Very wet. They are going to be taking a little bit of a holiday in the coming weeks, I think. But normally they stream very regularly. They're a very frequent streamer. So yeah, you should be able to catch them. Especially if you're here, because they stream often in the same time zone as I do. Ah, oh, dear. You'll be Snom Queen. Actually, my character's name is Snom King. They are Snom King. They were named Snom King before they'd even caught a single Snom. That is their name. I just straight up named them Snom King. Actually, do I even need to? It actually looks pretty good. Okay, maybe if I don't, maybe I can just do the next bit. I thought it would need to be reinforced, but the more that I look at it, the more I'm like, actually, it looks fine. It looks absolutely fine. I think I'm just being a bit paranoid. Okay. But you know what? That makes my life easier. It means I can go straight into the next one, which has no beads on it. And comes from about here. There we go. And hopefully I have enough thread for it, but we'll see, we'll see. Fingers crossed. If not, I'll just have to grab some more. I guess it's not a big problem. Make sure I go, whoa! Make sure I rip my thread back out. Jesus. And it caught my finger there. There you go. Get that through. Nice. Yeah, just need that little one that goes around the outside. And then we're done. We've got a jellyfish. And it's very cute. And it does need to have its background done and stuff, but I'll probably do that off stream because I'll be gluing. Gluing. Oh, the shinies like the Psyduck on another game too, and I forgot which one. Oh, you must be really attached to Psyduck at this point then. But honestly, that Psyduck's such a cute bean. Like, how can you not be attached to them? I would not mind fighting a shiny Psyduck. There is like a few where I'm like, yeah, I like that Pokemon enough that I would like a shiny. If it's Snom is the main one for me. Bellsprout I would love, but there isn't Bellsprout in the game right now, so I will go Bellsprout for a bit. But yeah, I wouldn't mind a shiny Psyduck. Can you report a move after a certain gym leader? Okay, okay. I'm telling you, I will do the gyms eventually. I'm just really enjoying breeding Snoms right now, you know? Listen, we all have the things we enjoy in life, and every time a Snom comes out of an egg, I'm like, yeah, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm doing this. I love this. This makes me so happy. It gives me everything happy. All of the endorphins, you know? Oh dear. My team are made up of Mousehold. Oh yeah, you were gonna go for all of the rodent types, weren't you? What did you go for? You went for Mousehold, Raccoon, and then fourth. Oh yeah, of course, because then they evolve, they just become more mouses, don't they? Aww. Cute. Hell yeah. Fingers crossed, I'd like to grab some more. I thought you grabbed some more fingers. Oh yeah. I'll grab some more fingers. Listen, you might be surprised to learn that I just keep fingers on hold for like when I run out of hands. When I need some help and I like, oh, I have no more hands. I just quickly grab some more. In fact, I would recommend this to any crafter who is especially if you're streaming it, because like it always feels like you don't have enough hands when you're live. Just keep some fingers off to one side. And that way, if you run out of hands, you can just grab some extra fingers. And everyone in chat will be like, this is a normal crafting behavior. And you definitely won't get called out for it. You'll be fine. Okay. Let's do another one there. Snow or Snom? Snom. Snom. Every time. Always Snom. I do also love snow, but Snom. Okay, I'm gonna do a stitch there. And then we're going to go back up a little bit and just reinforce some of the stitches, although I don't even feel like I necessarily need to, because it's just kind of for me. I'll just reinforce the edge ones. There you go. I don't really feel like I need to. It's just for me. I just want the outline to be good. I don't know if I want to put any bubbles on it. Bubbles might be cute, but they might also distract from the jellyfish. I guess I could, like, hover them on there before I stitch them on and see if I like it. I did still want to add my white ones as well. I'll just need to get some white thread for that. Donk. There we go. But for now, very heckin' cute. I want to do some white stuff around the top, and I don't know if I want to do... I'm up and down about it. I'm not sure. Where are my white... There they are. It's like a little white bead pot. Gives me lots of options, because I might go for slightly see-through ones potentially, since I've not used any of those so far. So it's snowing outside. Ooh, hell yeah. We could say snomming. I'm sorry, I might have misunderstood that. I didn't mean to say that you can't have your snow. Hell yeah. Oh, enjoy the hecking snow. Snom and Shellos are the grooviest beans. My god, you must have a very groovy team then. Ah, dear. There's only one grass poison line. I did not. But I do like grass poison. Why is it no? I think that's like one of the combinations that really makes a lot of sense. Since like medicine and poisons are derived from plants. So like, I feel like it makes a lot of sense. But no. We could say snomming. Hell yeah, it's snomming outside. That would be amazing. If in real life you could go outside when it snowed and sometimes you might come across like a snom or something just hiding in the snow. That'd be amazing, but I also don't think anyone would ever see me when it was snowing because I'd just be constantly outside looking for snoms. I love them. I love their little faces. They're so cute. Okay. Enough gushing about snoms. Let's get some beads in quickly. I could gush about snom all day. I love snom. I think snom's amazing and so cute. And I love them. I can't wait to do all of the gyms with just snoms. I'm gonna have to level my snoms up a little bit more probably, but like I'm ready for the challenge. I want to use the little see-through ones. They've got like a white tinge on them, so they're still white, but like not too dramatically white. There you go. You get that set through at the back. Yeah. They also come in a couple different sizes, so I can do some bigger ones. Which is nice. Options A. And then one there. Also, I'm just kind of putting them randomly. I'm sorry, I don't have a plan with this. I want them in the top. I'm putting them wherever I think looks like could use one. So it's a little bit random. But it's an animal. Animals are normally a little bit random, right? I think that's fine. God dear. Well, I guess it's not technically an animal, but you know what I mean. Dear. Fun fact, I never murder a female salandit. I use them as wonder trade fodder. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I've only traded so far with friends, and that's where I gave the shiny Mareep away to, and they've given me the starters that you didn't pick, or the two that you didn't pick. They gave me that, but they really want the exclusives, and I think more people have gotten Violet than Scarlet potentially, because it seems like everyone wants the Scarlet exclusives, and I'm just sat on like a horde of Snom, not helping anyone honestly. So at some point I will have to just knuckle down and get some of the Scarlet exclusives so that I stop feeling so guilty every time I open the game and don't do it. Maybe we could do that streamed this week. I get all the Scarlet exclusives. For me, no. For my friends who are wondering what the hell I'm doing in this game, I'll say, what the hell kind of nod is that? Excuse me. Excuse me. I remember saying that you could not like that. It's kind of a pain in the ass not to get, honestly. I might be able to pull it through, but yeah, I can. Okay. But I don't want to, and I'm going to tie off the white so that I don't have to continuously pull that through, because that's going to damage something. Oh, okay, yeah, that's not even going to go through at this point. Okay, we will just tie it off then. It's fine. That means actually that I don't need to I guess, re-knot the thread. Still kind of a waste, but is what it is. Oh, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? Excuse me. Did you just not even worse than before? Okay, listen here now. You're taking the mick a little bit. Right. Go in there. Behave. You've already made a knot. There we go. That's better. Good job this is just for me, eh? Oh dear. Right, behave. None of that. Jeez. Honestly. This thread sometimes just doesn't want to play along. Let's get one here. Oh, it's really annoying as well that I can feel it just slipping out, but I can't actually tighten it any further. That might be an issue with my hoop, to be fair, but I guess it probably would be fixed if the fabric's just a bit bigger. But yeah. The hoop is refusing to tighten any further. Even though I think it probably could benefit from it, but sure, whatever. You do you, hoop. Let's do two along there. And I'm gonna make sure that I grab that loop. And put one in there. I think actually that might be all I need, because I only want them on the very top of the jellyfish. That might be fine actually. I think we're good there. I got a Paradox over Water Train. Oh, hell yeah. Very nice. The Character DLC. There's a perfect spot for shiny hunting swarms and frost moths. Ah, good luck. I hope that the shiny odds are in your favor today. Hell yeah. There's a pretty good area in Scarlet Violet, to be fair. There's like a slope that you can teleport back to the top of once you run down it. And the snoms, if you eat the right sandwich, a lot of them will spawn on that slope, so you can just keep running down the same slope over and over again. I know they're a bit subtle, but they're up there. I actually don't think I want to add anything else, you know. I'm actually just quite proud of that. I think just having it plain, I think if there were more issues, there are a couple of issues with the fabric on the outside, but if there were more, maybe I'd cover them. But honestly, like, I think as a piece, it's actually fine on its own like that. Ah, dear. You got a score, buddy? Nice. Hell yeah. Very heckin' cool. Alright, well, I'm happy with that then. I'm just going to do the one today because it's a learning experience, and also I was pretty ill yesterday, so I'm going to take it a bit easy and not push myself too hard. But honestly, I'm pretty damn happy with that. Like, just for like a small piece of art for the craft room. I'll have to, of course, trim the edges, add a background, all of that. But, like, yeah, it ended up pretty good. What felts do I have? I had a few different ones that I could use. I was thinking orange, but it might be a bit... It's a bit invisible on orange, isn't it? What about a light pink? Do you think light pink would be good? I think dark pink will have the same issue where it'll become a bit invisible, but maybe light pink? Yeah, honestly, I might ombre it a little bit, like paint on it a bit and get some darker tones around the edges, but that's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. I'm not mad at that for a first attempt, for sure. It's hidden ability. Ooh, amazing. Thank you. Light pink's a winner. Yeah, I think light pink's cute. And also the craft room's going to be quite pink. So I'm just kind of matching it in with the rest of the vibes. There's a lot of pink's going to happen in the craft room eventually. All right. In that case, I'm happy to leave it there for today. We'll come back tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to be doing embroidery, or if we do, or maybe we'll do Pokemon, honestly. I don't know. We'll be doing something tomorrow. We will be back streaming. I just haven't quite decided what it is that we're doing yet. It'll be one of three things. It'll either be Pokemon, more of this, or it will be the beading, like the baubles, because I still do need to do the orange one of that, and it is just lying around, so I kind of want to get that one done too. In the meantime, though, we're going to do a little bit of a raid. There's a few people. Oh dear, this happens. I follow too many people. Oh wait, is it your birthday stream? Oh, okay, listen. We're going to raid into Sindri Shoe because it is their birthday stream. And when it's someone's birthday, I just can't turn it down. I'm going to go celebrate. Pank. Also, create Pokemon, and I know it's the end, but yeah. If you ever want to do a small piece of art for the Dem room, I'm actually making you a ball right now, Dem. I don't want to show it yet because it's half done, but I'm making one for you, Vile, and Zero. Oh dear, don't worry, you'll have a little something, but it's not done yet. And I'm going to send them all off at once, which means Vile doesn't get theirs for a while. Alright, if you've not met Cindy before, they do cosplay, but they also do a lot of art. I know they're currently, I don't know if they're still pushing for partner, but I know they were pushing for partner, so you know, any support just like lurking around, will really, really appreciate it. And it's their birthday, so we can actually, do you want to change the raid call to something a bit more happy birthday? Like a happy birthday raid, maybe? Like a Jelly Raid is swimming by to wish you a happy birthday. Something like that, maybe. There you go. Obviously, you can customize it with your own emotes. You bring whatever emotes you fancy. No, thank you everyone for popping by. I really appreciate it. And I love this. And I'm kind of glad that it didn't go that well at the beginning, because now it's mine. I love it when a plan comes together. Oh, dear. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow doing something. Otherwise, let's go send lots and lots of love to Sindri on their birthday. Let's go. Dun, dun, dun.